Testing, testing. Okay. Yeah, we in business. We in business, boy. Skinning some squirrels for the jackets, boy.
And you're gonna school me on some real estate shit, right?
Well, we can school. You know, we gotta school it. You know, I was never a fan of school, so that's the thing.
No,
And so these mics have a very specific sweet spot, and you can hear it. And it's kind of like you gotta lift it up. You'll hear it when you hear it.
I'll know it when I get to it.
Yeah, maybe up a little bit. No, so you just do like this, boy.
Oh.
So like that, boy.
So you like that?
Yeah, like that.
Alright.
How about like that? Oh, it's perfect.
I
Perfect.
think the problem is that my voice sounds cool all the time, and yours only sounds cool in that sweet spot, so it's harder for me to find.
All right, so we are. That's recordings. You want to play that music?
Damn, dude. That's cool.
It's a technique. It's a technique people use sometimes.
All right, Bubba Christmas, baby. Here we go.
It's got to got through our headphones, baby.
I know.
Sweet Christmas.
That's all right.
Sweet baby Christmas.
Bubba Christmas.
Sweet Bubba Christmas. It's about that time of year. It got
Alright.
super cold.
All right, let's see what's happening with this motherfucker. There it is.
Oh, hey, Dome.
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing real good.
You know, this is podcast 1. We've been talking about this for a long time.
I mean, I'm going to count it as like podcast number 2. Number 2.
You know,
But a 9-year hiatus is kind of like a do-over.
I think that if people actually, for whatever reason, listen to this podcast we're making right now, we will treat them to get to listen to podcast number 1.
Yeah. I mean, it's all ones and zeros anyways, so it's either going to be 1 or 0, right? That's deep.
Sure shit isn't 2.
Sure ain't deep. Yeah. No, no 2s.
You're crazy deep.
Yeah.
So
we got the intro music playing.
You know, I won't lie. I made this tune. That's why it's on here.
Shameless self-promotion. So did we start yet, or we let the music go for a little bit, baby?
You just want people to get like this tune. You just want people to get the idea that we're like 30s gangsters. You know, like we're bad dudes, but
we're still pretty nice. Like we go home and like take the garbage out, walk the dog.
I don't have a dog, but I definitely take the garbage out.
You had a dog and then it died though. So.
I used to walk the dog.
Yeah, sorry. Sensitive subject. I know. I was apologizing. But it's okay, though.
Alright.
It's a carousel. So, so we're going to... Should we... Let it be silent for like 30 seconds, and then we'll go in. How about that? Or are we already in? I don't know. And then we'll fade the music out. How does that work, right?
I see. Like, alright, we got the gist, you know, whatever. So one thing I'll say.
And also just don't bang on the floor a little bit on this.
I got you. So one
thing.
How
you doing? Hey, how you doing? Oh, you know what I'm also gonna do? You know what I'm also gonna do? I'm also gonna do in my po-po. No, we ain't do-do. We ain't do-do like that. We ain't do-do birds like that. So you can see here if you're like, we'll just put this here because no one's gonna see it.
One thing I'll say. You're like way better than me at the like professional interview voice guy, like radio voice guy.
See, I don't want to have that professional voice too much though.
Gotcha.
Okay,
you can use it as a parody sometimes if you're feeling it.
So hey everybody, welcome to the table. It's quick. We're a couple guys. It's brought to you by me. Because right now there's no sponsors for the podcast. So nope. I'm going to sponsor the podcast. You can find me online. I'm a real estate agent. That means if you need to sell your house, buy a house.
Shameless self-plug.
Yeah. So I have 2 websites. I could have made it easier and just had one, but I decided to make it difficult for people.
Wow, you're going all in on the self-promo.
Yeah. So it's my name. It's at Marcus Amadeus or marcusamadeus.com. Or marcusshot.com. That's how you can find me. It's very easy. Don't mess it up.
That's CHOTT, just in case you're not in the know.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this dude is a serious real estate agent.
Yeah, I try. Sweet spots.
You've been making some bank, right?
Let's not talk about the numbers. Let's just talk about, this week what I got. Let's talk about what we got on the market this week. Okay, this week on the market we got a lovely 2-family house. South Slope, Brooklyn.
Damn.
Yeah, it's $3.25 million.
What?
Brand new construction, 3,100 square feet. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths. But damn, that's how good it is, man. It's got thermometers and heated floors, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who has that kind of money?
Lots of people. Most people.
No, most people do not have 3.25 mil.
I mean, some people. It depends who you are. Maybe you should be a more rich person.
Dude, listen,
it's really a choice. Being poor is a choice.
You know just as well as I do that I know some people with that kind of money.
Of course,
I'm just saying,
of course.
I sure as shit don't know anything about it.
And then what else we have? We have a 3-family in Greenpoint. Oof. 2.1 million. It needs some work, baby. But listen, you make your own custom home. It's 3,300 square feet plus 1,000 square foot basement.
Listen, with 3 families, it should not take that long to tidy up. It's community, bro. It's all about community, especially when you got thin paper ass walls like that shithole you're trying to sell them right now, making it sound good.
Well, listen, if everybody chips in, but you know there's always one person doing all the work.
Dude, are you kidding me? I went to college. The Indian chick, she always does the work. You know what I mean?
That is very racist of you.
I went to Rutgers.
Oh yeah, isn't there a big Indian community in Rutgers? I don't. Oh yeah,
dude, almost all my friends were Indian. You know what I'm saying?
And then also so you know who it is. It's my name. My name's Marcus. You can call me Mark. You can call me Mom. You can call me Amadeus. And my co-host right here. Thank you for joining me, Matty Marks. How you doing?
That is me. Also, feel free to call me Silk or Sneaky Pete. You can call me Milk, Skinny.
Bubba Gump.
I think I ran out of them.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Listen, next week you just think about it. Go back to the drawing board if you want to change it. It's fine. Life isn't about committing. You commit to one thing, but you're free to change your mind.
I'd say of all the people I know, you are the champion of committing to something and then changing your mind.
That's why I said it. It's one of my life philosophies.
You are such an unbelievably good starter. And your finishing really leaves something to be desired. No doubt about that.
I actually was thinking about that the other day. I need to get a fucking finisher. I need to get a finisher.
Dude, you start so much. Dude, every time I hang out with you, there's like 3 projects like that are ready to go, but you have no idea how to do them.
Yeah, well, I get like most of the way there. I need like who's the Yankees guy who always slammed him out at the end of the
Mariano Rivera.
I need a Mariano Rivera.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Can you be my Mariano Rivera? Probably not.
Dude, I'm not a finisher.
So we didn't have a name for this, but we'll call this Not Finishing Podcast.
Just not finishing.
Yeah, that's what she said. You know.
How about this is literally the moment we're trying to decide what this podcast is called. So bear with us, guys.
But I was also thinking, I'm one of these guys where you just do it and then you'll figure out the name later. Like, if it takes you 450 podcasts to figure out the name, eventually someone will be able to search it.
Wow. So what we're going to do is we're not going to name the podcast this time. We're going to get some help because obviously you and I are not prepared to handle such an important responsibility.
So, but listen, you know what you could do on the Instagrams or the Facebooks or the YouTubes, write a comment. Tell us what you think. Don't say anything mean though, because the internet is not for mean words.
I'll be honest. I'm sensitive as fuck. I'm like really sensitive.
We're really putting ourselves out there. Are you going to be able to handle this?
You will undoubtedly be able to handle it better than me. I'm just gonna hope people don't say really mean shit about me. Don't make fun of my clothes. That's all I care about is my style, man.
Style's important, man. It communicate. It's a visual language that communicates trust.
It's a visual language that communicates trust.
Yeah, it's like your words.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's language. No, go back to the deep shit you just said. What did that mean?
Oh, so listen. So when you don't trust a motherfucker who got dirty ass clothes?
No, most of the time, no, definitely I do not. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, and you should never do that. And basically, I mean, that's why you wear a suit. That's why the suit became what it is, because it's just like, you know what? You just show up. Everyone's like, okay, we're on the same page. You're wearing the suit.
Let me tell you something. I want to tell you something about suits.
Sure.
My brother can wear a fucking suit.
Okay.
Mike, you wear a goddamn great suit. This kid buys like $100 suits. He brought like
a cheap ass suit, man.
Listen. You know that exact color that ushers at old movie theaters wear? That nasty ass. Is it maroon? Is it magenta? It looks bad. Whatever it is, it's poop and red. This kid bought poop and red. and took it to this tailor, my mom's seamstress. This kid, he came out looking like he had $100,000 suit on.
Because you know what? It's all about the tailor. It's all about the cut.
It's all about the fucking cut, man. That's what I'm saying.
Straight up in the cut.
Dude, my aunt who just turned 60 said in the cut like a couple weeks ago, I almost lost my shit.
How you feeling with this microphone here? It's feeling good? Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm a mover. I'm a little more expressive, but
there you go. That's perfect.
It feels fine.
I told you about the sweet spot.
Absolutely.
Don't feel afraid to change it if you hear it in your head. You know.
Absolutely.
The voice is in your head. So,
I'm sorry, Mark. You go ahead. You tack.
So no, you were looking at that piece of paper for a while. Like, what were you drawing? Like dick pics? Were you writing down phone numbers, ones and zeros?
You know, I was thinking. I haven't seen you in a minute. You know, there's clearly some differences that are going on. You know, I'd say for me, more profound. For you, more like just blatantly obvious to the naked eye.
That's the whole illusion we're going for here.
Your hair does look good though.
I switched my part, so I went.
Did you?
I did. I'm more bald on this. I'm more like receding hairline on one part. So but I was flat the other way. So I switched receding hairline for flat. So I think it's a better choice.
I'll be honest. Considering that I'm a barber, I did notice that you had a bit of a receding hairline.
That's a sweet spot.
It's really not hard to tell. I figured that kind of one is your responsibility to admit to yourself. I've cut people's hair; they're thinning like a motherfucker on top. Like,
yeah,
like I'm thinning. You know, I'm been thinning bad for like 10 years.
Your hair is literally completely gone.
Nah,
I mean, you shaved it.
No, I mean I shaved that shit.
That's fine. I don't know. You're probably gonna get a weird reflection in the mirror.
You see where it's like a little gray and really shiny?
Yeah.
That's just gonna be a little longer and be like grayer.
Yeah.
That's about. Oh, we're talking about. I'm getting a hair transplant.
Oh yeah. So yeah. How do they do that? How do they do hair transplants? It's 2019. I'm sure they got crazy ass technique.
It's still 2018. Like we're like tickling 2019, but with a fucking like a really long feather. Like we're not there yet at all.
It's late fall. So
no, this is just got cold, dude.
It was almost freezing today, man. I wore long johns.
I
wore long johns.
No, it was. I think it bottomed out at 45. I went to the Jets versus Vikings game today. It bottomed out around 45. It was cold as fuck.
Yeah.
Because of the wind chill. But honestly, the sun was out. It was a beautiful day. The
sun's out, guns out.
The Jets suck.
Yeah. That's they're literally the team that's supposed to lose for New York. It's just
and the Giants are doing it even worse than they are. Yeah, I just want to give a shout out real quick to Adam Thielen. Okay. I don't know if you know who he is.
Don't know him.
Listen, I'm gonna drop a little bit of sports here because I'm a big sports guy. Mark's not as much of a sports guy, even though he's. Listen, I've seen this kid.
I'm athletic. I'm just not a sports guy.
I've seen this dude score a lot of goals in lacrosse. It's partially because he's not athletic, so he doesn't want to do midi and like go up and down the field. He just kind of camps out and cherry picks, and people are like, "Yo, there's the fat kid who can shoot like a motherfucker." And so he puts it away.
You know, there's a whole strategy to like not raising too much suspicions that you're good, so you can kind of sneak below the radar. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're on a sports team, don't be so athletic. Like Paul Pierce, he doesn't look like he's super ripped and jacked, but then he like sneaks through the cracks and shoots dope ass shots.
Let's just be clear: he snuck.
Yeah, he snuck.
It's been a minute.
He snuck. He snuck. Yeah.
He's a great analyst now, though.
Yeah, I don't follow. I do like watching I like watching the legends when we grew up with the '90s basketball, which was arguably the best basketball era, and now they're all announcing it, which I actually quite enjoy.
It is definitely fun seeing Charles Barkley. And Charles Barkley's nickname when he came into the league was the Round Mound of Rebound. He doesn't rebound anymore, but he is so round.
So round.
He's really fat, and they make shit about him going up. And you know, and like crashing super hard diet, like they're working out, doing diets. They do segments on the show, and he gets so fat within a week of getting, you know, what air quote.
I think he boozes a lot. I think he boozes and parties a lot.
I think he's been on the air trashed a bunch of times.
Air trash? What are you talking about?
I think that he's been on he's like on NBA Tonight, or if he's commenting.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like positive he's been drunk sometimes. Like I don't know. I mean, he's always super weird, but sometimes it's like. I don't know. We got to find a clip of Charles being super weird on the show.
You know that I think he one time I was watching that he wanted to run. He wants to run for like the governor of Alabama or something. He was talking about running for the governor of Alabama. He could these days. Come on, baby.
Oh my god.
Everyone would be like, he knows what's up. He gets all the rebounds.
I mean, dude, that's Chuck, man. Like that's easy Hall of Fame. That was he was first ballot. Like, but it was like, come on, man. Why'd you even vote? Like, he's going there.
Yeah, of course. Why?
People would vote for it. I don't think he wants it though. I don't think he's dumb like that.
Why would you want to do a politician when you can be a freaking NBA analyst and mess around with your boy Shaq?
Dude, listen.
Make fun of with that one token white guy.
I don't know if you know John Gruden. John Gruden was he was a coach. Like he won the Super Bowl with the Bucks back in the day.
Yeah.
Dude, he's been an NFL analyst for a hot minute. And the Raiders, the LA Raiders, who are actually going to be moving to Nevada to Las Vegas, which is fucking crazy. That's crazy.
I've never been to Las Vegas.
Me neither.
I want to go. It seems like it's on the rebound.
I didn't realize you hadn't been there.
Mm-mm.
Right,
It's not conducive for a person like me. People like you.
Yeah, well, we'll get to why it's not conducive for a person like me at some point, but I feel like I could do it sober.
Yeah, dude, come on, man.
Do you think you could do Vegas sober?
Listen, it's certain. Like the past couple of weekends, I went to a wedding, and I just I love getting smashed at weddings.
Yeah,
it's typical, very Irish, Catholic, German,
Dude,
Polish.
From my observations after wedding season is that it's like everybody.
Yeah. So. But then I had to go to work one day and I was just was sober. Then I'm like, this is really not that different. It's really not.
Wait, what's not that different than what?
Meaning that my level of enjoyment was not that much different being smashed versus being
when you were at a wedding.
Yeah, totally, especially a wedding for some reason.
Yeah, so I mean, I've never really been into drinking. I was super fat when I was young, so I kind of tried to stay away from beer, and then it just never really grew on me, and it tastes so bad.
I mean, beer is amazing. It's a learned.
So we're recording in Brooklyn right now, and
shout out
Mark. I still to this day, I think Mark's one of the coolest people I've ever known. But I'd be lying if I told you that Mark's not a fucking corny ass hipster now. It's just
there's actually read what I am. I read what I am on the internet.
What are you?
Normcore, like in normcore. You're almost like so.
Normcore?
Yeah, normcore.
Honestly, that actually is kind of apt.
Yeah, it's a thing. People do it.
Like, you're cool, but you dress normal because what the fuck is the point of
I'm so hip that I'm plain and normal.
Dude, you've always been crazy hip, no doubt.
Yeah, I try, baby.
The thing is, I feel like you don't. That's what makes you so hip.
I've been recently liking fashion because I feel like it makes me feel more organized, like wearing something nice, like a suit, or just having the same thing to wear.
Yeah, but what about, just when you go, I mean, what about just the pants you wear and the T-shirt? How tight do you go? What's your thing, man? Well,
right now my pants are a little bit too baggy for me, but I'm in that little crux zone where I was a medium for a long time.
Medium?
Now I'm full-fledged
But
large.
what waist?
Oh, so I went from 32, now I'm 34. Can't be good for my heart. Cannot be good for my heart.
I mean, fuck your heart, man. It's just it's all about the aesthetic. Wait till you get old to be worrying about fucking breaking down and shit.
Talk into the mic a little bit. You talk to the side,
I know. I gesticulate a lot. All right.
What does gesticulate mean? That's a good word. Teach people about that.
It's when I talk with my fucking hands.
That's also another good form of communication.
I just want, you know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to my girlfriend real quick. This is funny.
Okay.
This is some funny shit. I've always been a hands talker. I know a lot of hands talkers. I met my girlfriend online, as people do, in 2018. I feel like in 2015 I would have been embarrassed to say that, but it's just kind of what it is.
No, dude, who cares? The ends justify the means.
Oh, obviously, sure. This girl spent our entire first date just trashing me for having too much, for gesticulating too much, and she actually accused me of having gay mannerisms. I've never heard that in my fucking life. And she spent...
I could see it. I get it.
She spent the entire date busting me for my hands moving around and having gay mannerisms.
She's spot on.
I was
spot on.
Shocked.
Yeah.
It threw me off guard real bad.
Mm.
And then...
Is there anything else?
And then on top of that...
Mm-hmm.
I was wearing a shirt from Bonobos. Bonobos is a dope store. The shit fits you good. My brother shops at Bonobos. So my brother...
Dave Eisenberg was one of the founders.
Who was?
Eisenberg from Westfield.
Yeah, I just went to his dad, Dr. Eisenberg. He cured the eczema on my fucking elbow. That's another...
Thank God.
David founded Bonobos?
Or he was one of the, not the founder, but he's one of the early people who were as part of it type thing.
Really?
Yeah, he's on 12th Company or something.
Listen, fact of the matter, David Eisenberg's always been you always knew he was doing something. Like he was going somewhere.
Yeah, the focus was there.
Yeah,
it's all about focus,
yeah,
baby.
You always, it's one of those obvious ones. Like, yeah, of course, David. Was it Yale or Harvard?
Harvard.
Yeah, dude, the dude's a smart dude.
Listen, even I get emails from Harvard Lampoon being like, "Oh, you should advertise to recent Harvard grads," and you're like, you know what? I should.
Why? Wait, why do they send you those emails?
It's how you pay for it's how you pay for media. You buy advertisements from real estate agents. We spend so much money on advertisements. That's what we do.
Oh, okay.
We're a marketing firm for property.
How many like of the properties that you end up selling or renting or whatever? Like, what percentage of the places you show do you think actually get people pay shit to live in them?
What do you mean people pay shit?
As in the money that they make at their job. Shit.
What I don't understand.
So people need to live in a place.
Uh-huh.
They either rent that place or they own that place. How many of the either rentals or places for sale that you show, or how many do you actually sell? What percentage do you think?
Me personally.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like any salesperson, there's a lot of percentages, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically, long story short, is you show half the people aren't interested, half of those people come back, half those people are bullshitting. So by the end of the day, it's basically 1 out of 10. 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10 is nasty. 1 out of 5.
Yeah, it's more of
you're crushing.
All right, listen, it's more of a 1 out of 10.
Right.
But I've been doing it for 10 years, so I voluntarily dismiss people very early on. The whole game is about dismissing people.
Mm-hmm. No, dude, seriously, earlier you were telling me like some shit about like basically the
self-improvement.
You were talking a lot about self-improvement, and here you are just failing at life. But listen, you were talking about man, the sound of your laughing just like threw my brain into a wicked fart.
Listen, let's talk. Can we talk right now? Let's talk about body posture.
I had something awesome.
Your body posture, okay?
Wait, you want to talk about posture?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Because this is what you did. You have this. You were like this for a while,
mm-hmm.
and then you went like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you were. You know what happens is you were kind of like cross-armed for a little bit,
mm-hmm.
and then it went into your brain,
mm-hmm.
A cross-arm mentality.
To be honest with you, I do get like uncomfortable in positions sometimes. This time, however, this fucking body of mine is doing everything on its own, and I'm not even worried about it.
Okay.
I'm a gesticulator, like gay hands.
Gay hands. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good.
No. Well, yeah, I remember what I was going at now. So you were saying that there's like this really important part of psychology used in real estate, and like I don't
of
know.
course, business.
I just said I wanted to wait till the microphones are on to hear what you're talking about. I just don't know what you're talking about.
Oh well, listen. Sales process is heavily involved in psychology to help people make decisions or reduce the stress of making a decision.
Okay.
Because most people, listen, we're primates, right? We have a very much a big group of people, and people want decisions made for them. They really do. And it's helpful. Like all the time. My biggest thing after starting doing this is to trust people who I feel like, or at least they tell me they know what they're talking about, because it reduces the stress of me making the decision, because I just want someone else to do it for me. And I always want to do stuff. I always want to do stuff for myself. But then I'm like, listen, sometimes you just got to let other people do it for you. Because they're experts.
Dude, honestly, as somebody who just thrives off of other, like, dude, look, I just use my personality. I think I'm generally a nice guy. People like me. Therefore, when I have a problem, which is at least, like, I don't know, 15 times a day, somebody does some shit and fixes it for me. And so I totally know where you're coming from. I don't know. I don't really believe in solving problems myself. I feel like I was gifted with the personality to get people to do. It's like I should start a cult.
I love cults. Cults are great.
No, first of all, I bet you can't even fucking name a cult. You should be a leader of one. You do have that personality, but I bet you can't even name a real one.
Everything's a cult, man. Fucking politics are a cult. Freaking celebrity is a cult. Freaking K-pop is a cult.
You're saying the concept of celebrity is a cult.
For sure. What are you talking about? It's all the attention focused on that one person. They're brokering the attention, and
I was with you for a second. What do you mean they're brokering the attention?
They're in the business of courting attention. That's their business.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if you're a podcaster, you're a musician, you're a friggin' some sort of comedian, entertainer. The whole point at the end of the day is to have the most attention and get paid for it. right? In some way.
Dude, I was listening to I actually never heard this guy. Apparently, he's pretty famous. I was listening to Mark Maron.
Yeah, he's the most famous podcaster.
I knew you'd fucking know him. So I just started listening to WTF, and I heard him interview Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, my favorite celebrity of all time.
And it was right before before they released Red Sparrow. And I got to be honest with you, it's one of like the least pleasurable movie going experiences I've ever had.
Love her though. Love her,
dude.
I wasn't gonna pump you, but sure.
No, dude, that was a fist bump worthy thing.
Your cuticles can wait.
It's not my cuticles; it's the gesticulations.
Okay. Let's talk about your gesticulations, shall we? Or should we talk about Jennifer Lawrence first?
No, hold on. Since you moved towards my gesticulations, I'll be honest. I'm feeling a little bit attacked, and so I'm gonna go on the defensive by going on the offensive. I'm gonna win this real quick, and then we'll go back to Jennifer Lawrence. All right. So Mark has had a problem since he was a real young man of putting his palms up right around chest height, flipping his wrists down, and he looks like he's a raptor. Unfortunately for him, when this happens is whenever he's talking to an attractive girl.
Yeah.
And his friends stand about 15 feet away pointing and shouting raptor arms just quiet enough that the girl won't hear it. So raptor arms, chill with my fucking gesticulations. Let's move on to Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay, so Mark Maron interviewed Jessica.
Win.
Okay. Your gesticulations are also banging the table, getting a little mic bang back.
Did I do that?
It's okay. Listen, man. Listen. Nothing. We're here. We're spitballing.
We can edit the volume on that, right?
We can, but we're not. We don't want it though. I'm not doing it.
How can you talk straight into the microphone like that all the whole time? How do you stay so still?
Because this is what it's supposed to be like.
I know. That's what it's supposed to be.
Oh, there you go.
I'm just saying.
There you go. It sounds so good.
Hold on a second.
Oh my goodness.
Does that sound a lot better?
It does.
Can I move it a little bit further away?
Actually, you're a little loud. Yeah, a little further.
You can always turn the volume down.
Yeah, there you go. It's perfect.
You like that?
That's perfect. Because I can hear you so nice.
I wish I had like one of those neck rests that you use on an airplane so that I wouldn't move my head around.
If it's too loud in your headphones, you can turn the volume down.
No, I have a hard time I feel like moving around right now.
Well, you know what?
I'm excited. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Well, listen, how about this? We're going to cut to a PSA right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ready? 3, 2. Listen, kids. When you're out there and you're having a good time on Friday, Saturday night, and your friends tell you to shotgun a beer, it's illegal because you're not 21. But the main thing is do not drink and drive. Drinking and driving is bad, right, Matt? Tell them why drinking and driving is bad.
Listen, I'm going to tell you guys something real quick. I drive Uber, all right?
Okay.
Maybe at some point we'll get into why I drive Uber. That doesn't matter. I drive Uber and Lyft. I love that shit.
Okay.
I feel like every single Friday and Saturday night, I am contributing to lives being saved.
Absolutely.
Do not drive drunk. There's fucking Uber there. It's not even expensive. Go get a fucking Uber.
Yeah, get a fucking Uber.
I'll do it for free. If you're wasted, I'll do it for fucking free. I mean, that's not the way the app works. I'm just saying I would do it for free.
Yeah, but listen, kids, don't drink and drive. It's a bad idea. Even though you're under 18 and you might get away with it and it won't be that big of a deal, it's definitely going to be a big deal, okay? So just don't be a terrible person. And don't drink and drive. And this is actually secretly sponsored by Uber. If you go to my website, marcusamadeus.com/partners, I actually have my Uber code right there so you can get a referral code and specifically ask for @MattyMarksTheBarber.com.
Actually, I'm sorry. I'm going to switch that up real quick because there's an Instagram account I prefer to use more than that one.
Sure.
Because it's got all my random shit on it.
Okay.
So it's at New Dog Old Tricks, but I gotta spell that shit for you.
Okay, do it right now.
It's New Dog, but with an extra G, like Snoop. NEWDOGG, then Old OLD. Tricks, spelled like the cereal, but with an extra X.
So kids, don't drink and drive. Order an Uber. Uber, you didn't pay for this, but you gave me a referral code. So fucking for goddamn sake, use the referral code. We need it. I mean, listen, look at this place. You can see the video. This place, come on. We need like a professional ass place. Look at this place.
It would be nice. It would definitely be a bonus to have this be more professional.
Yeah. Like we're really riding by the skin of our teeth right here.
Wait, skin of our teeth?
You don't have skin on your teeth?
That's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Skin of our teeth. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Okay.
So do you have skin on your teeth?
It's just more of a film.
What?
All right. Don't drink and drive. That's our PSA. So now we'll go back to the show.
Listen to this podcast while you drive, though, because it'll be fun. Yeah.
Okay, guys, we're back right now. That was good. I'm glad that we had a message from our PSA sponsors. That was great. What are you looking at there? Weight fluctuation. Let's talk about weight fluctuation. There's a lot of body shaming going on out there. What's up with that, Doug?
Dude, frankly, there's been some serious body shaming going on in this room between the two guys who are hosting the podcast. Mr. fucking Purple and Mr. White.
Ooh, purple and white.
Here's the deal. I gotta admit that I said to Mark that he had gained some weight since last time I saw him. That wasn't nice of me. I apologize. But on the other hand, you needed to hear it from somebody because you're fat as fuck.
It's an undeniable fact. It's an undeniable fact.
I'm so much fatter than you, though. It's not even a competition.
I took an Instagram video today. I don't really like to take pictures of myself because I'm fat. But I held it like down here, like down low.
You didn't do the high angle like the chicks
do?
do?
Yeah.
I've gotten catfished by that angle.
You got yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to get catfished.
Like 4 times.
So tell us a little bit. What were we just talking about?
All right. So
I'm gonna get a beer while you talk.
Oh, I gotta talk straight through. That's fine.
Yeah, we just had a subject.
I got it, dog. I know. I'll introduce the subject. What are you getting? India Pale Ale? Yeah. He's really trendy. I'm proud of him. Yeah. Fucking hipster. All right. So basically, we're gonna talk about weight fluctuation. So, considering I just was being an asshole and making fun of.
Oh yeah, weight fluctuations.
Yeah. All right. He heard me, and so he was conveniently reminded. So, basically, since I just made fun of Mark like an asshole, I will just say that I have gone up, dude. I went up like 30 pounds since New Year's, and then dropped 30 pounds. It's gross.
Was this a diet? Was this a just general fat kid stuff?
Dude.
Residual fatness?
Well, I mean, truth is, as you all right, we'll just make people aware of it, I went to rehab in January.
Great.
I was doing, guys, starts with weed. Most people stop there, but then once you get into those, the coke and the opiates and
the opiates it's the plague of the country right now. It's a national epidemic, and Matt, I actually think that I wasn't going to bring that up, but I'm actually happy you said that because I think it's super important that people talk about it. I actually think it's the most important political agenda that we should be talking about right now. It's killing more people than every war we're in. It is literally affecting the minds of millions of people and the families, and in everybody in every stratosphere and every social economic class has been affected by the first degree or the second degree, and definitely the third degree. Without a doubt.
Degrees meaning what?
Degree means someone you directly know. Second degree, someone you know. Third degree, whatever. And then Kevin Bacon is 6 degrees.
What? I mean, it's a fact. It's just a fact. It's always a fact. It's always been. I feel like just a quick thing is that I feel like first degree is probably oneself, right?
Oh, I guess, yeah, you're right. I guess, yeah.
I don't know. It felt
well, then
like
you'd be done.
No, you're done. Absolutely.
I guess the first degree, would be I was thinking more like someone directly involved in your life all the time.
Dude, I have a truly, truly awful story about someone who is very close to both of us, and I'm going to skip it because I got to tell you off the microphone.
Yeah, for sure.
And maybe he'll give me the opportunity to tell it because it's a story people definitely should hear, but I can't talk about that right now. All I can talk about is my own experience.
Sure, for sure.
So I really casually, mentioned that I was in rehab in January, but this is not a casual thing whatsoever. I'll just let's just hit it.
That's
right?
fine. Hey, if you feel comfortable with it, if you don't want it in, then we'll just stop talking about it.
I just think the way that you just put it before, it actually all of a sudden made me think, okay, well, you know what? If people actually listen to this, you and I are feeling this out, right?
Of course, man.
You and I, dude, we've been super close since Mr. Salinard's in 6th grade, and we're trying to figure, we have a hilarious relationship. So is this a funny podcast, a serious podcast? I don't know. I feel like we just have shit to say. So
sure,
this happens to be my fucking serious shit to say. So I'll drop
it
for you.
If you help one person,
it's when I get to the end of the line. I think if you're listening to this and you have this problem, you might just actually get something from this. So we'll see how much I can get off without stuttering. Here we go.
And then Matt, maybe if you message, maybe we'll message you back. Maybe.
I mean, honestly, if there aren't too many messages, I got quick thumbs. I'll message people back. It's not like we have any fans yet.
No, yeah, zero. Just my mom, just Peggy.
Dude, she's a fucking great lady.
So, what was the story you want to tell about the opioids?
All right, so I'm gonna, leave the details alone of how it got to be using and all that. But basically, my brother got married January 20. My brother got married December 31st, New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
To his amazing wife, who I absolutely adore, and I was heavy into sniffing dope
So what? I was confused. Like I always thought you just like ate it.
Heroin?
Yeah, opioids, whatever. You just
No.
ate it. You could snort it, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
a lot of people swallow the pills. That's what you're supposed to do if you're a normal human being.
Yeah.
Then addicts and idiots like me crush up some pills when you're able to and sniff those. And at a certain point,
It's faster, right?
I'm sorry.
Because it's faster.
It does hit faster.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It doesn't last quite as long, but it does hit faster.
Yeah.
Basically, what ends up happening is at a certain point you realize, wow, I am spending quite a lot more money than I'm making. I
Yeah.
don't care what your fucking job is. You're gonna have that thought.
Yeah, yeah.
Before you know it, you're buying heroin because it's like I don't know, maybe a quarter of the price or something.
And
And the more you do, the easier it is to do more. It gets pretty fucking
your tolerance
crazy.
goes up quite quickly.
It goes up fast. It's quick. And then original, like, beautiful, warm, like, I love life feeling, dude, that's gone. That's long gone.
Of
at
course,
this
your
point.
receptors get all.
It gets fucked, At this point, you're pretty much either sad and fiending or feeling pretty normal, maybe a little bit of high. Like, that's about it once you're in deep.
Yeah.
So what happened is I'm in real deep. I think we're talking about probably December 26th, maybe 2017.
Yeah.
My family gets on the plane. I'm whacked out of my fucking mind. And I, as I said before, I'm a barber. I have this, neck duster where you can unscrew the cap and you put baby powder or you put, talcum powder in.
Yeah. A neck duster, of course.
Yeah. I cleaned that thing off and I put as much dope as I possibly could in there because I knew the TSA is not slick enough to catch that dope. Anyway, dude, when you're in deep, you do some dumb shit.
Of course.
So anyway, I brought that down there and I thought, this will be enough for 5 days. No problem. Dude, first night, gone. That's it. That's how deep I was in and how unrealistic I was about how deep I was in. So my brother's getting married in 4 days. Like this, I tell my parents, I'm like, listen, I'm addicted to heroin and I'm about to go through some insane withdrawal and I'm scared and I need a doctor.
Yeah.
My parents, needless to say, were very, very mad at me. They, this is my brother's wedding weekend. I mean, dude.
At least you said something. You were honest about it, though. That's why I was. That's the perspective I'm coming from.
There's
you could just not be involved. You could just like be to the side or something.
There's a lot of mixed feelings in regards to this whole topic.
Sure.
I think being honest was without a doubt when you look at it at this point in time, that was necessary.
Yeah, it's too complicated when you're not.
So it was. Being a liar is a terrible thing, and I was a liar for a long time. So they take me to this doctor, and she gives me something called Subutex. There's another medicine called Suboxone that has an opiate in it.
I've heard of Suboxone.
Subutex is you melt it under your tongue. It's an opiate blocker.
Yeah.
Now, what happens with this fucking opiate blocker is that if you have opiates currently on your receptors, because you haven't done it that long ago, Subutex rips them off the receptors.
Oh, shit. So you get real bad withdrawal.
You go through... I don't even know if describing it as withdrawal is fair. What happens? It's crazy.
That's so fucked. I'm just thinking about like a science thing like from 7th grade being like, this is your receptor. This is your receptor. And go, eh.
Oh, my God. And have a video of me thrashing around on the bed. Dude, it's, just throwing up on the floor, crying, thrashing. My back hurt real bad after this was all over. Anyway. There was a welcome dinner on December 30th because the wedding was December 31st. I pulled it together that day, December 30th. Acted totally normal. Hundreds and hundreds of people there. Just so fucking unhappy that I'm there.
Why are they unhappy you're there?
Because just the fact that withdrawal was over, precipitated withdrawal was over, did not mean that I wanted to be moving anywhere. Did not mean that I wanted to be saying hello to people.
Because you're literally sore like you were like working out or something, right?
My body was sore like I was working out. My mind was
fried.
Dude, my life just changed. Like, nope, I can't do dope anymore. That was my life. So all of a sudden, my life had changed. Wow,
Yeah.
Next day is my brother's wedding. We're taking all these pictures and shit. And I mean, it was like, but at the same time though, it was amazing that I'd gone. Thank God I went through the precipitated withdrawal, so I didn't have some slow, nasty withdrawal.
So what's the difference? What's precipitate withdrawal for people who are not familiar with the nomenclature?
All right, so precipitated.
It's not the proper nomenclature.
Chinaman is not the preferred nomenclature, dude. Asian American, please.
That's why I said it.
Oh, I got it. I just wanted to see if I actually had the flow in there of it. This show is brought to you by The Big Lebowski.
Watch The Big Lebowski. It's a movie. When we were in college, you watched it on DVD. You could still probably get it on DVD, but you know,
I'm sure it's on a streaming service somewhere.
All right, so that you guys should also send us something too for a sponsor. Anyways, next thing.
So basically, what I'll say, I'm very proud of this.
Okay.
The night of the wedding, you know, I'm the best man. Best man's got to give a speech.
Oh shit! So you're like the main. You're literally like focus on the wedding. Yeah.
No, like I mean, I'm the guy. I'm the guy who has to give that speech. That's me. You know, everybody shuts the fuck up for that guy.
You're like, hey, you guys got any heroin?
Wow.
I'm sorry, I fucked up.
No. I earned every lashing I've gotten. It's okay. Yo, honestly, I gotta tell you, I had like at least 200 different people come up to me and tell me that's the greatest speech they ever heard in their life. And I'm talking
because you were loosey goosey.
I'm talking better than I have a dream speech, like top of the line.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
What?
Get out of here!
What
are you talking about,
dude? I feel like I'm trapped behind this table. I can't get out of here.
What?
Did you see Get Out? That's a good movie.
I did see.
Oh
Get
my
Out.
god, that's a scary movie.
So okay, so you made it through you made it through your I Have a Dream speech.
Yeah. And basically, you know, it was a wonderful night, you know, but probably around 1 a.m. I just started to remember like what was going on. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get back to New Jersey and they're gonna make me go to rehab and this shit's gonna get crazy.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't. There's a lot to say about all that, but yeah, I went to rehab. Oh yeah, we got into because of the weight fluctuation.
Okay, the whole full circle of weight fluctuation.
Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, I went into rehab weighing 195. I was probably like, I want to say like 205, 207 when I left 3 weeks later. That's a lot of fat to put on yourself. Because please believe I was not in rehab getting muscle.
It wasn't mass.
It was massive titty shaking. It was bad.
Okay.
It's a bad look. Being fat's a bad look.
Yeah, it's not good.
You know, I'm sorry to all you fat people out there, but I got mad fat. I'm just trying to keep it real.
It's not fat shaming though.
I feel like I fat shamed you earlier.
Listen, honestly, I don't even think fat shaming is that big of a deal. If you're fat, it's not good for you, so people should make fun of you.
You know what's crazy?
We're talking about like there's a difference between like medical fat and like being fat. Like there's medical fat which everyone should treat with respect, obviously. But if your friend like me, who's
like
just,
thyroid fat, you mean? Like
or eating compulsion. I'm just talking about like if your friend's drinking too much or they're eating too many fucking cookies and shit. What the hell is that?
Why the fuck are people driving motorcycles in Brooklyn? Oh, I know. These are fucking hipsters and it's cool. Anyway, whatever. Do your thing. Brooklyn. Jesus Christ.
Jesus. So, anyways, but do you think that when you had that, like, was that like a coming or whatever moment that you think that like because you did that? How dare you?
God,
how
this
freaking dare you?
Oh my God.
But do you think that would you think the culmination of that moment in something that was so important in your family's life, and then you got sober from there? Did you relapse from there, or was that kind of like the last? Was that Was that the one where you're like, oh shit, man?
Wait, I gotta ask a question.
Listen, so if you just got like randomly sober sometime, but the fact that it was your brother's wedding, it was a New Year's, it was family there, like was there any, did that coincide and make it more clear to you that you needed to be sober?
I care about my brother more than anything,
of course,
in this entire fucking world. The idea of ruining his wedding was like, oh my God, it was like probably the most horrifying thing ever. If you know and if you know my sister-in-law, oh my God,
destroy you.
Oh my God, doing that, no, like fuck her, destroy me. Like me doing that to her would ruin me, absolutely ruin me.
Yeah.
As much as it would ruin me to ruin my brother's wedding, ruining her wedding would be the worst thing that could ever happen. So
yeah.
Anyway, I pulled that shit together. It was biscuits, but then
it was biscuits.
It was biscuits,
biscuits, baby.
Baby. But then the next day, I mean, like, it was back to reality, you know? I mean, like, whatever. We stayed one more day in Florida. We take the plane back home. I'm like, shit. So they sent me down to...
You're like the guy on Lost. Remember the guy on Lost?
The fat guy?
No, the skinny guy.
Which one?
Who was in Frodo Bag? It was in Lord of the Rings.
Are we talking about blonde hair guy? Or are we talking
blonde hair guy? Yeah.
What the fuck? Jack? No. Jack was the star.
Yeah.
Oh, what was his name? I watched every episode of Lost. I'm so ashamed of that. It was a bad show.
Yeah, towards the end, that was the first show that I ever binged, and I just like
really?
actually really binged it.
Dude, I binged that. Like it's eight seasons. It is.
Yeah.
Dude, the last episode was dope.
Yeah, I don't remember.
People
I was like, God damn it!
And a lot of you out there,
get out of here.
Hated the last episode of of Lost because it's some like trippy shit. Yo, if you didn't get the chills in that episode, then fuck off. You shouldn't have watched Lost in the first place.
Yeah. If you didn't dedicate 8 years of your life to watching Lost, get the hell out of here.
But dude, fuck the Dharma Initiative. I'm getting mad. Anyway.
So full circle. Getting sober. I think you can relate to a lot of people in the country right now. I think that your story is also thousands of people's stories.
Could not be more accurate. I'm gonna lead into, I got a public service announcement.
Let's public service announcement right now. We're gonna take a break.
No. I got to segue into the public service. Okay.
We don't get paid for public service announcements. They're for the public and they're for service.
Absolutely not. But your insurance will pay for what I'm gonna give a public service announcement about. Yeah, those free condoms that taste like lollipops.
Okay.
No, that's not it. So anyway, I just worked at a barbershop. I did nothing. I got really fat. I did nothing. Did a whole lot more than nothing. I was so fat. Hugo, the legend, who is this old guy who worked at the barbershop I worked at, he referred to me as overweight. I don't think he realized just how hurtful those words were. He is.
It was the truth, though.
Dude, he's from Ecuador. And he was a really nice guy. But, dude, yeah, overweight.
Ecuadorians, they tell the truth, baby.
Dude, best barber I've ever seen by miles.
Okay.
Genius. Retired. Miss him. Anyway.
Okay, so he's retired from the game.
So anyway, I was like, yo, this is gross. I'm doing something about this. Yo, listen, the intermittent fasting's where it at.
Love that shit.
Bro,
love that shit.
It is so hard to starve yourself for like 12 hours, but then you can munch out. And like, dude, I lost 30 pounds. It was so fast.
Yeah, it's so good though.
So fast.
So nice.
I'm sure I cheated in other ways. If you know me, you know that I was on that crack. No, all right, just kidding. It's all about the intermittent fasting.
Yeah, it's all.
It really is.
Okay, so you went to the wedding. You got over it. Now you're sober. How do you feel? Good now?
I'm sober. I'm fat. I do not feel good.
Okay.
However,
you feel better though. That's the most important thing.
I'd saved a lot of money at this barbershop that I was at.
Yeah, you feel better.
Shout out to King of Cuts at Jane and Greenwich Avenue. Those dudes are savages. Go there.
So what's their Instagram? Where can they find it? Whatever.
King of Cuts Barbershop, I'm pretty sure.
At King of Cuts Barbershop. You'll
Right.
figure it out.
Okay.
You put it in the Googs.
But listen, there's a Z in Cuts. It's one of those.
I'm not one of those kind of guys.
It's
That's
one
not
of
my
those.
thing. That's not my thing.
Dude, my boss Alex, he moved here from Russia when he was 14. So
Love
the
Russia.
Z was really hot when he first moved to America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Never. That's the thing. So it's never gonna get out of your mind.
Cuts.
That's the sound that the buzzer makes.
Oh my god, it just occurred to me too. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, you didn't know that? Come on, man, you're a freaking barber.
Dude, I worked there for like 9 months. I don't fucking remember. I never ever said the cuts. It makes perfect sense. He was not trying to be clever though. He was just literally trying to just be that. The S should be a Z guy.
He's like, the kids are gonna like this.
The kids are gonna fucking love this shit. They do.
Yeah,
he's popular.
Are you a big YouTuber? Do you watch YouTube people?
Dude, do I look like a YouTuber?
No.
Of course I do.
Okay. Did you watch Shane Dawson's Mind of Jake Paul?
No.
Fucking amazing.
What is it?
The Paul brothers. They're the most famous YouTubers, basically.
Really, I don't.
They're like the third or fourth.
Yeah, I mean, like I guarantee I've never seen them. I am very specific about what I watch on YouTube. I do not.
Japanese schoolgirls with tentacles eating ice cream.
Oh my god, what kind of ice cream?
Chocolate only. Oh
my god.
Yeah, chocolate only.
Wow. Sometimes you like realize what a great like ability you have to visualize in your own head. Like I really just saw that. It was so unbelievably unpleasant. That fucks me up.
Yeah, that's why I did it to you.
The tentacles. That was the worst part.
Men visualize better than women. We're visual.
Is that true?
It's true. It's
no,
very much true. It's part of the psychology. So there's a whole thing called visual persuasion.
Okay.
Men are specifically susceptible to it. So if you paint a picture to men, because we are so used to women's anatomy, that's more visual, and that drives our sex drive, right? And women are more susceptible to emotional like placement of, if you give them a situation where it arouses their emotions, that's why they're susceptible in marketing through that stuff, and men are more visually susceptible. So
okay, I understand the visually susceptible, no problem.
Yeah,
just explain whatever you just said before marketing with women. I was a little over my head.
Okay, what do you mean?
Just say what they're susceptible again.
Oh, they're more about like context. So like context of like smells in your mind,
I mean,
associations with safety.
Okay, but you can't put a smell in a commercial, right?
But you can put the association of the concept or the feeling of a smell.
Like I really need an example. I don't like. I'm kind of having a hard time understanding.
Freaking De Beers shit. De Beers stuff, like, you know, the marketing campaign of making you feel like you need to have something done or like an emotion or something like that.
Yeah, I'm just saying in regards to smell, you know, that's what I'm.
Oh.
That you're fucking.
Right, sorry, I
threw
threw the smell in there a little. Sorry, I threw the smell in there. I threw the smell in there a little bit.
Yeah.
That maybe not the most appropriate.
This is not good for TV.
No.
Yeah, in person I could easily see how. But dude, chicks smell like really well. Like,
Yeah. Way
oh my
better
god,
than
my
me.
pillow smells just like you. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck I smell.
You're like, I'm like, gross. That is gross. I like just started to be able to smell myself. Like I used to like never smell.
You can smell yourself?
Yeah.
That's so sad.
So sad. I used to never smell like that till like a little while ago.
I smell
that can't be good for me.
I constantly smell like Old Spice Wolfthorn. It's my favorite smell in the entire world.
Okay.
I cover my bald head with it. I put it on my neck.
You put deodorant on your bald ass head?
Absolutely. Obviously, I put it on my armpits. Yeah, I mean, I am.
So you
I can't believe I've never told anybody this before.
So time out. You put it on your armpits and then you put it on your head.
Yeah, I put like a little bit on my hands and I kind of rub it in.
That's
like
fine. I'm cool with that.
Dude, it's the clear stuff. It's not the white stuff. That'd be absurd.
The blue stuff. The blue stuff.
Dude,
the blue stuff.
Dude, my head's not gonna be shiny anymore. November 14th.
So why do you want hair now?
Yo,
you went so the other way. I don't think you need hair, man.
So
just get ripped and be a ripped bald
Here's
dude.
the thing. You know I'm going to the gym, but fuck it. Like, ripped bald dude is cool. That's cool.
That's in now.
I'm just saying when it comes to things being in, like that just does not apply to me. I've been wearing the same fucking clothes, like, or at least
since
style
seventh grade.
clothes.
You're 30. You're 30 plus, and you look like a seventh grader.
I'm 33 years old and I look like a fucking seventh grader.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's how I roll.
Seventh grader is the most comfortable. It's normcore seventh grade, circa seventh grade.
So
you can make it hip again.
Okay,
listen,
so
man.
I just want to cycle.
We'll start. We have a merch, guys. We also have a merch company. It's called 7thgrademerch.com.
It's good stuff.
It's really good. It's actually all of our old clothes from 7th grade. It's actually not new stuff. It's just stuff that we wore, one of a kind items, very expensive.
Mine were not. Mine were decidedly inexpensive clothes.
No, but now they're expensive because we wore them 10 years later.
I'm a nobody.
They're riped. Like
I got mad respect for you and your like pseudo celebrity, but me, dude, nobody knows who the fuck I am.
Listen, don't fucking try to do a show here, Matt. You're downplaying yourself,
dude. Honestly, I'm just trying to make you feel better about yourself. I'm a fucking man. Anyway,
you were okay. You that was a really that was terrible. You tried to.
I didn't actually try to give him a pound. He just tried to give me a pound. Like I just kind of. I was.
You actually made me come over
dude,
the 50% mark.
I was gesticulating.
Yeah.
You'll know when I give you a pound. Like it'll be like, my dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to say something with the gesticulations, otherwise I'm just moving my hands, and that's fucking weird, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually want to cycle back to something for a second.
Okay, sure.
Okay, because you got really off track, and once you get me off track, like I'm off the rails.
Okay.
So, anyway, my public service announcement that I was trying to build up to is after I was, fuck New York City. I basically had this moment. I said, do I get rent an apartment in New York City and spend every cent that I earn on living in a shoebox?
People spend around 50% of their income.
Dude, like honestly, if I move to New York City, who do I want to hang out with? Like I want to hang out with you, but you and I have like 12 years of experience knowing that we have to take each other in certain doses because it's just not healthy to,
Yeah.
So
and we have to put on record because we'll attack each other. Just so we have like legal coverage.
Dude, Mark's been doing jujitsu also, and the way he told me earlier that he could kick my ass was so casual that like I couldn't help but believe it. I know you would want my ass.
Yeah, but it was also to anybody who's listening too. Compared to the people that I hang out with, though, those people there, like I'm a casual compared to those people. Like those people are intense.
If you think for 1 second that anybody thought you were really good at jujitsu, you got, bro, give me a fucking break.
Yeah, that's good times. So, I was gonna say though, I have to fucking piss out my dick super hard.
I bet.
We can either take a break or
no. Okay. I do want to get to my PSA.
Sure, you're with your PSA. This is perfect.
All right. So anyway, I'm gonna go like kind of right there. So anyway, listen, when you get out of rehab, like you're not ready to be out of rehab.
No, never.
Dude, and people get Suboxone. I don't, if you know, so like we were talking about Subutex before.
Yeah.
You get Suboxone. You don't take that shit for 2 days, man. You flip them to somebody going through withdrawal, and you go buy yourself some dope. Like people do it all the time.
I never even thought about that.
I'm on some other shit, kid. Here's my PSA.
Okay.
If you've never heard of Vivitrol, and you have an opiate problem, amazingly enough, if you have an alcohol problem, remember this name and talk to your doctor. I beg you. Vivitrol. I get a shot in my ass once a month. It hurts like a bastard, but I cannot.
A deep ass shot.
It's deep as fuck. It's an intramuscular one.
What's the size of the needle?
I mean, I don't want to be dramatic. It's probably like, I don't know.
That's still big.
4-inch. I mean, it's big enough. Yeah.
It's a big ass needle in your ass.
My doctor always apologizes when she sticks it. I'm like, lady,
get that shit in my ass.
Yeah, she told me I had scar tissue all over my ass. She's having a hard time finding. Like it's like a vein, but she's having a hard time finding a muscle. She's like, you're a pussy. You need more muscle back here. Or like we gotta start shooting you in the leg. Anyway, that shit will save your life. Vivitrol.
Okay.
Because you just can't get high on opiates. So you maybe you go do a little experiment. You shoot or you sniff on your dope. It's not gonna do a fucking thing. Once that happens, you start learning how to live your life. Man,
perfect.
I lost weight. I bought a fucking car. Listen,
dude, this guy's a freaking car owner, man.
Dude, I never bought my own car. But when you don't do drugs, you have money. It's crazy. It's
when you don't do drugs, you got money, boy. You got all that non-drug using money.
It reminds me of that. Did you ever hear that commercial like on the radio where the guy was like, where like he drove drunk and lost his car, and then subsequently lost his girlfriend, and now he walks to work and jerks off all day.
There's ain't nothing wrong with that.
More or less, my story is the 180 reverse of that shit.
Yeah.
From not doing drugs. So, like we said way earlier, don't drink and drive.
Don't do drugs, boys.
And here's a motherfucking commercial.
Yeah. Don't do heroin either.
I can't believe you're still talking when I said there's a commercial.
Oh, it's commercial. Okay, yeah, we're commercial. We'll be back.
I mean, he has to piss.
Yeah, I have to piss. I
can't believe he's still talking.
Dick. Every day, boy. This is not really like a beatish thing, but
no, but this is our fucking like intro shit.
Turn it to 11, boy. If you ever find yourself in a weird place, just breathe.
Just fucking breathe, man. Seriously.
Just breathe, baby.
Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe.
And if you ever feel like
perfect, that was perfect timing for it to end because it was about to get weird.
And if you're tired, just go to sleep. When in doubt, just get horizontal. That's what they say.
Dude, that's heavy.
Fuck. What, horizontal or the breathing?
The horizontal shit. That was intense.
Yeah, I actually copied that from somebody.
I just started wondering if it really works. I mean, that was a hardcore statement you just made. Like
sex or sleep, or just relaxing watching TV.
What shows do you watch right now?
I only care about cartoons, so
I gotta admit something. I don't watch cartoons, but I was at a dude's house. I was a friend of a friend. It was late at night, and I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I was on some serious acid. I was fucking in a funky place. I know I watched the first episode of Rick and Morty. Oh my god, that's a like, dude. I saw everything. I saw every little purposeful every shape in that show. It's genius. One thing after another, just genius.
It is the single. I actually think that Rick and Morty is the most important piece of media of the last 100 years, because it's so deep. It's got so many different layers, and you can watch it 15 times and see all these messages that they're trying to go.
So that bit right now, just about being the most important, blah blah, whatever you said, that's completely subjective.
Sure,
honestly, I frankly
I'm a freaking cartoon stoner who likes to watch cartoons.
And I not only do I not think, but I know you don't actually believe the words you just said. But nonetheless, dude, we're
trying to make entertainment here.
That show is genius, dude. I was freaking out. They were mining plutonium on Pluto, and I lost it. I lost it. It was just.
Well, there's all these conspiracy theories about Rick and Morty, right?
No,
the whole thing is that Rick is trying to travel the universe to find this special seed, which is in the original episode. the pilot, the original old school one.
I guess I didn't watch the original episode.
So the pilot, he's drunk and he's like wasted off. He's wasted. Everyone think he's drunk, but he actually is trying to find these seeds, which are supposed to be these special seeds that give him like superhuman brain power. And everyone kind of thinks that that's kind of like the eternal connection to like the guy in mind. So like, it's, obviously Rick and Morty is heavily influenced by psychedelics, obviously.
Dude, honestly, I look at that show and all I think is whoever is drawing these pictures, every single line that they draw, they know just how funny they're being. And the deeper you dig in that show, the funnier, the more you will appreciate of the magic that they are putting out there.
Oh, it's amazing.
But it's influenced by psychedelics. That's where we start to get to the point where it's like, all right, homeboy was on acid when he drew the thing. Like, so what? That's cool.
No, so I mean, I'm also just talking about the deeper message of the Rick or Morty, like eternally going on adventures in the galaxy to find the like fruit. The forbidden fruit that connected him to God. So he's like,
oh, I didn't know that.
So the whole thing is that basically like Rick is always on a search. He's going on adventures because he wants to find this like substance that makes him like God. Because Rick is God. Because Rick. He has infinite selves. He goes through every dimension. He's the smartest person there.
If he's God though, how is he Morty's grandfather?
It's the archetype. He's not actually God, right? He is the most important person in the galaxy, right?
Is he?
Yeah, because think about it. He gets caught.
Dude, I've seen it very little.
Shit,
I'm just telling you. Like I came across this. I was dude. I mean, when you're on acid, you see things much more clearly.
Yeah.
And, dude, I mean, I saw this show for what it was, and I was so proud of whoever made it.
Yeah.
I know that sounds ridiculous.
Justin Roiland.
I was just like, you really, good for you for actually getting the chance to make a perfect cartoon.
So perfect cartoon. So they just got signed up for 70 more episodes.
Jesus.
70 more.
Wow.
Amazing. So my point was this: is that Rick is the God archetype, right? So he's this eternal smart person, and the whole message of the show is that Rick is a regular person who can do anything because he puts his mind to it. And so
But he's crazy smart though.
But there's a couple things. There's a couple things that goes. He's smart because he doesn't believe in boundaries that society puts on him, and he becomes like the smartest scientist. He uses science or whatever. But there's a conspiracy theory if you go on YouTube talking about how Rick is actually, he's not the smartest person, that he's searching like the eternal fountain of knowledge, which is the seeds in the original episode that he's trying to find with Morty. And so every episode is that he's actually a drug addict and that this drug makes him smart. Right?
This is actually, he's always searching for this thing, right?
Exactly.
Dude, this reminds me just of the show Sliders from the 90s with
what's his name? Who's
Jerry O'Connell.
Apparently he's the most charming person in Hollywood.
Dude.
Everyone loves him.
How could you not like him? I mean, I don't know him, but maybe he's just a super nice guy. It's cool.
I do.
He's not really in shit, though, I'll tell you that.
No, he's in a new thing with, he's in a new Bravo show.
He's in one of my favorite Mariah Carey songs. He's in the video.
Yeah, what are you looking up on your phone here? What's up? What's going on with that?
It's coming.
So Jerry O'Connell apparently is on a new show with they have a bro recap of all the Bravo shows, and so Jerry O'Connell is one of these like panel persons with Brendan Schaub, who's a very famous podcaster.
Do you know who Andy Cohen is by any chance?
Yeah, of course I know who Andy Cohen is.
I can't believe people keep saying this to me. So like at the barbershop I was working at in the West Village.
He's one of the most popular celebrities on the planet.
Jesus, this dude kept walking by the shop. I mean, walking his dog 4 times a day. He'd come in, he'd say hi. Like he has his own private barber, so he didn't come in. But the dude it was like he like bumped fists with me on the street, and I've never seen him on TV. I was in a hotel.
He's the Seacrest of Bravo.
Oh, okay.
It's Bravo. It depends what networks you watch, right?
Just like most of the customers at my barbershop are gay, and it which of course makes Andy Cohen a bigger deal. And I mean,
there's nothing wrong with that.
I wasn't even gonna bother saying it. It's
Seinfeld joke, dude.
Oh, okay.
So anyways,
I love Seinfeld.
Yeah. Anyways, continue.
I don't know. I was basically just saying he just always comes by, and I just had no clue who the fuck this guy was. And then sometimes I say to people, "Do you know by any chance you know who Andy Cohen is?" And they just are like, "Huh, weirdo? Like you don't know who Andy Cohen is?" It's like, no, I've never seen him. But
he's incredibly charming, very charming.
Wow.
Yeah. If you see him on TV, he basically, you know what he is? He's like the He's like the news broadcast anchor for all reality TV on Bravo.
I never put Bravo on.
And he's incredible influence. He's got probably one of the most viewed celebrities on the planet.
Wow. I heard he's best friends with Anderson Cooper too.
Because they probably are, have fun together.
My boss actually.
They probably go up to they go out into to Fire Island, hang out.
My boss cuts Anderson Cooper's hair.
Anderson Cooper's got dope ass hair.
Dude, I actually gave Anderson Cooper the news one day. So,
you gave Anderson Cooper the news.
I did.
Anderson Cooper gives everybody the goddamn news. What are you talking about, boy?
He gives everybody the news, and I actually because it was in the. It was,
I don't think so.
Bear with me.
Okay.
It was our first. He was the first customer in the morning. A CNN alert pops up on my phone and says there was a school shooting. This was sometime after Parkland. It was very small. No, nobody actually. I think someone got hurt, but no one was killed. But I just go, oh shit, there was another school shooting. I just say it to myself, and all of a sudden Anderson Cooper just grabs the phone out of his pocket. And he's like, what? Really? And just starts looking it up. I told
shit, dog. Yeah. You broke news to Anderson Cooper.
I broke fucking news to Anderson Cooper, dude.
God damn. Anderson Cooper's probably listening to this podcast. Yo, Anderson Cooper, boy. So. Anderson Cooper, boy. Retweet us, man. Put us on your freaking Instagram, boy. This guy gave you fucking a lead one day. You was busy dozing off, getting your hair cut.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of dozing off and getting your hair cut.
I do not talk to my barbers.
Do you know Oliver Platt? The actor Oliver Platt?
I've heard of the name, but cannot put a face.
It's like everybody's same thing. It's just, anyway, I was his barber for a minute. Once you see the picture, you're like, I know that guy. He was on the West Wing, but it's like.
Is he a guy who waits for somebody? Or is like whoever's next?
I think he's a who's ever is the next kind of guy, which is actually ironic because he has super duper famous hair.
Yeah, I'm a whoever's next guy. I don't understand waiting like 45 minutes for the person unless it's just like a total homeboy.
So yeah, I mean, people get a haircut they really like. Yeah, they enjoy talking to the person, and then that's their barber. I don't actually think anyone's ever become my regular because of my skills. I think we just have a couple good laughs.
I do not like talking to my barber. Don't like it. Not don't like it, like you I'll talk to, but like I don't need any more friends. I actually zen out and I kind of do meditation when I get a barbershop thing.
Interesting.
So I do like breathing and shit. And then I fast too, man, because I ain't eating there. You're
a savage, and no one said otherwise.
No,
that's interesting. I find, obviously as a barber, I find different situations in that regard. And of course, when you're driving Uber, there are 3 modes you can get. Okay, you can either get somebody comes in, they're obviously cool, and you guys bullshit and talk about whatever the entire ride.
Yeah.
Then you got headphones guy. This is the second ideal situation. You listen to what the fuck you want to listen to and drive. They listen to what they want to listen to. They're in their zone. At the end of the day, you're not going to be friends with the person when they leave the car.
No.
And then there's middle ground guy. Middle ground guy creates an incredibly awkward atmosphere. Should I talk right now? Oh my God, I guess I have to because you can just tell he wants to say something. That's the worst.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fucking middle ground guy.
All right, well, listen, man. I mean, but what if he's lonely and like sometimes people they just need that shit.
Wait, who? What if who's lonely?
Middle ground guy. He's just lonely. He's trying. He's got no friends. He's pretending to take an Uber like he's got a party to go to. Like he just cause.
If he's trying to talk, I am trying to talk with him. No doubt about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm all about turning middle ground guy into talkative guy. But, But I mean, sometimes people they're not good at talking and they just don't want to say anything, and you're a fucking wiener if you like try to press conversation.
So this is the thing though. I actually got reported one time by a share. I got reported for a share. I thought this was bullshit.
An Uber pool.
Uber pool.
Wow.
That was bullshit. Okay.
Not a Lyft, an Uber.
I think an Uber. I can't remember. Probably.
I just started doing both. I'm interested in differences.
So here was the situation. Okay. So I got picked up. I'm obviously a little tooted up because I'm fucking drinking with my homies. Mm. So it's late though. There's 2 girls in the back. They're chefs. Mm. I'm going back. I'm about to order takeout. So they're like, yo, don't order takeout. We're chefs. We have all this leftover food. And I'm like, hell yeah.
Wow.
So I'm obviously drunk and I'm like being a little friendly, but then I'd be by myself. And then they're like, oh, do you want? I'm like, I'm gonna order chicken wings.
Are you guys like sitting 3 abreast or?
No. So that's a good delineation. It's am I loud enough here?
Oh, yeah? Totally, yeah, okay, absolutely.
So you're way louder than me in my headphones.
Really?
Yes, it's okay.
I feel like you're definitely louder than me in my headphones.
Perfect, that's great. So
we can always adjust them, right?
No, it's one track.
Is it really?
It is one track.
Oh wow,
that's how we do it. It's simple. Do
we listen back at all?
No.
What if we've been the wrong volumes the entire time?
It's probably fine. Look at it. Look at that.
It does look good. Yeah.
So There's 2 girls in the back. I'm in the front. Some Uber driver is driving.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of like I want to imagine this. Are we talking white, brown, black?
Two black girls in the back.
Oh,
two chefs.
Two black girls in the back, and what's the guy in the front?
Off the boat Chinese.
Okay, so, I mean, in case you can't tell, if you're not looking at this, you're just hearing this. Marcus is I mean, basically for all intents and purposes, he's Filipino, and and obviously has a little bit of Polish in his background.
Yeah,
he's a white boy.
Polish Filipino.
Filipino. Foolish.
Foolish.
You're foolish.
And what would you describe yourself as?
Foolish.
Foolish.
I am Hungarian, Ukrainian, Polish, and German. I am a Eastern European Jew.
I love Eastern Europeans. They're great. So we're in the back. So I'm in the front. I'm about to order something on my phone. They're like, "Don't do that. Start eating some chicken wings." So they give me
free food.
They give me free custom chicken wings.
What did you do to deserve this?
Just being a charming, nice guy.
You're the man. No one ever said otherwise.
So I start doing that. I eat him, and we're talking about it, and we're talking about how we're like, someone's looking for a chef. They give me their card. We're carding it up. They leave. The Chinese guy and I, we sit in the front seat. There's no one in the back. We're hanging out. But then he starts talking about how his daughter doesn't want to get married. He lives.
Mark is taking a pull off what's called a Smoke Fit SMOK. This is the smallest vape I've ever had. It's just a little bigger than a Juul. It's kind of a copy of a Juul, but way higher quality.
That is total. They're gonna get copyright infringement. Come on.
This thing is sick. Anyway,
I like that vapes. I don't like those big ass vapes though.
Dude, this is why I have it. This was dirt cheap. This is way cheaper than a Juul.
So
it's crazy.
eBay shout out. So is Juuls expensive?
Normal price for that, just the Juul is like about $35. I got this plus extra pods, which is what you need to put your own juice in.
Yeah.
I got this thing, which is, I'm telling you, way better than Juul, and 4 pods for $23, bro. This is a steal. eBay's the shit, man.
I just get concerned about the juice.
What about the juice?
Because there's definitely weird stuff going on with the juice.
I'm a smoker. You know what I mean? I don't smoke. I do this. I'd rather do this. Keep going. You're up.
So he starts, the Uber driver starts talking about how his daughter doesn't want to get married, how he still lives with his grandma, how he keeps going. And then he like forcibly makes me eat his vegetable dumplings because his mom made him. He's like 50.
What?
So he lives with his elder Chinese mother who's like 90. He lives with her. And
how forcibly, dude? I'm trying to imagine that.
He stopped at a stoplight and like made me eat this because I was like hungry, and I'm like, oh, and I'm good with chicken wings. He's like, no, you have to eat this. My mom made them. I ate them obviously because I was drunk.
Were they good?
They were great. They were amazing.
It's weird though that he did that.
So as I get to the end of my house, he starts going to a conversation about how his daughter doesn't want to get married and have kids, and he starts getting really upset.
Oh my god!
Starts crying a little bit.
Oh my god!
I'm in the front seat. There's no one in the back now. Like I'm not gonna go. I was already in the front seat. I'm not gonna go in the back.
Dude, this is a disaster.
So, anyways, here's what's happened. He drops me off. I'm like, yo, we boys. What's up, dog? Yo, just hit me up. You got my number.
Oh my god! Please tell me you didn't give this old Chinese man your.
No, he had my number because through Uber.
No, the Uber doesn't get your number, bro.
Oh, well.
It's a relay number.
Oh, sorry. So those girls took my business card. I'm a fucking real estate agent. I hand my business card all the time. He asked for my business card. I gave it to him. Dude, like, the next morning, I get a fucking thing from Uber saying I had an inappropriate conversation. Obviously, it was from him.
Inappropriate conversation, like what part of the conversation was inappropriate?
I think that he told me he divulged all this private information about himself.
Okay.
And he felt uncomfortable about it, and he started getting really emotionally upset.
Okay.
And I think that he reported me. Unless
you didn't do anything. What did he report you for?
Inappropriate conversation.
But what did you do? You didn't do it. He was the one talking.
We were all talking. But still, who cares? Yeah, I'm agreeing with you, man.
I'm so mad that he reported. I hate people who
Or there was this other Uber driver the next day where instead of like taking a right, I was gonna stop at the deli, and I was like, "Hey, man, we could just go here. Just like let me stop here." He's like, "No, we got to go up there." I'm like, "All right, that's fine."
Wait, question. Did you were in the midst of an Uber ride and you wanted him to stop so you could go into the deli?
No. I was gonna finish it. So instead of going right up my block, just stop on the retail corner.
He didn't stop?
No, he didn't want to stop. He's like, I want to drop you off at your house.
So that it would come up on the app that it doesn't make any difference. You hit a button, you swipe. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So
he's probably a noob.
Yeah, he's a rule follower. I'm pretty sure it was the guy who got upset about the dumplings and and his daughter not want to get married.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I mean, sounds about right. Yeah, no, that's fucking.
So they sent me a freaking message, bro.
What'd they say?
They were like, if you get a couple more of these, you're done. You're fired.
Mm-hmm.
You're fired.
Yeah. No, I believe if you go as a driver, if you go below a 4.7 rating, like that's the end for you.
So what would that be on a scale of 9 to 10? That's like a 92. What's 4.7?
Okay, here's the thing. It's a 4.7 out of 5.
So what's a 4.7 out of 10? If it's times 2.
What's
so, but what grade would you get?
I got it. It's 47 divided by it's a 94.
No, 94 on a test. You can't use a fucking service again.
No, I said the wrong thing, bro. I'm so stupid. I'm so embarrassed.
Damn,
Whoops.
bro.
I gotta get the calc out. Hold on a second.
God damn, boy. Listen, we have another PSA right now. This PSA is for all the children and the kids. Don't be bullying each other. Bullying is not cool. You want to do it, it's bad. You like to curse. You want to say things, but don't be bullying each other. Also, adults, don't be bullying each other either, man. What's up with that? Don't be bullying, man. Don't bully. Matt, what do you got to say about bullying? It's a PSA for the kids.
Dude, what do I have to say about bullying?
Yeah.
I think that bullies are like basically the softest people in the fucking world. And if you go after somebody like for no other reason than they're weaker than you, I mean, if you make fun of people for something that they don't have control over, if you make fun of them for something they do have control over, what does that say about you as a person? Your security. Don't fucking bully people. I'm glad you said it. Just don't bully people.
So listen, kids.
Disgusting.
Listen, if there's someone out there who's getting bullied and you're like cooler or something like that, maybe just go out of your way, have some empathy, and talk to that person. And maybe the bully likes you a little bit better, and just be like, listen, don't bully that guy, man. He's going through a hard time, so don't bully that guy or girl.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so listen, I'm gonna get back to the numbers.
Okay,
so
the PSA is over now.
So here's the thing. Okay, if 4.7 out of 5, that's the same thing as getting a 94 out of 100. Okay. Listen. Bear with me. The vast majority, and Uber knows this. The vast majority of people, they open it up. It says how many stars at it, and people hit 5 and they keep it moving because you're fucking with somebody's job if you don't.
Yes.
Put 5 there.
I never gave anyone a bad Uber already.
So yeah,
except one person who was a total weirdo who I thought was drunk.
I don't blame anyone for doing that. So Uber tells a driver what your breakdown is of how many you got of what. So, let's see. So I'm a 4.94. That's like crazy high. I'm bizarrely proud of it.
4.4?
4.94.
4.94. Okay, There we go.
So what that breaks down.
How many trips in total?
All right. So I've actually done a total of 249 trips yet.
Congratulations.
Thanks. But there are a total of 160 people who've actually bothered to hit any rating. Some people just skip it,
Skip it all the time. You know why? Because you could skip it and not tip. That's why.
I mean, you don't have to tip ever.
I know, but I always now that they always brought the tipping option, I'm always gonna tip. I'm a tipper.
Yeah,
I tip.
Dude, most people don't.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
I fucking always tip,
dude,
man.
You have no idea. People tell me that I've heard
my Uber bill's gone up like 2x because of it.
About 7 to 10 people have told me that I was the best Uber driver they ever had. I mean, dude, I do some funny shit in the Uber. I actually can't even admit some of it, like, because I just.
You're like, hey, did you guys hear I have a podcast? It's called White Shirt and Purple Shirt Guy. You're like, actually, this is me on the radio right now. I'm sure you did that. That's what you're gonna do. You better do that.
Wow, I don't know how much that was English, but I'm not really that opposed to White Shirt, Purple Shirt Guy. Okay. Anyway, all right, listen. So here's the breakdown. It's 155 5 stars. Then you got one that was a 1. I have no idea what happened there. I would love to know why someone gave me a 1. But
probably farted.
Who knows? But then there's 1 3, and then there's 3 4s. Okay, so 4 of those are not a 5 or a 1. That means somebody graded me like I'm in 3rd grade. If you do a 2, 3, or 4 rating, you're a fucking nerd.
Yeah, just do a 1 or a 5.
Do a fucking 1 or a 5. And you know
fucking
what?
Loser.
Someone better fuck up real bad to do a 1. That's somebody's livelihood, man. Don't fuck with their livelihood.
So I'm a real estate agent, so I'm very passionate about my bad reviews.
I bet
I've had
you
one.
are.
I've had one bad review.
Ugh.
You know why? This person also gave me a 5-star review personally before. She had a falling out with her roommate.
Uh-huh.
And then I got them out of their lease. And basically, after they got out of the lease because the friends were all like not having a good time,
Okay.
she's like, she said like really good things in the description, but
Mhm.
gave me a 1 star. I hate that. Where she's like, he was actually great, blah blah blah, or no, 2 stars, something like that, some bullshit. And she's like, oh, he's actually great. He was this, this, and this. But then listen, I went onto her Yelp reviews, right? I went into her Yelp reviews. She complained at the doctor about not accepting her health insurance, even though in the description they said, we do not accept your health insurance. And then she went there anyways and said, and then still went there and she's like, well, they should accept my health insurance.
That's
So it's
Life
bullshit.
101. This bitch is failing at Life 101.
Yeah, listen, she was what I would like to call privileged.
Dude, please. That's just so far beyond privilege. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to deal with that.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you handle situations well. You're a chill dude.
Yeah, of course I'm a chill dude.
Oh, yeah. Always have been. So, I'm going to use this brief opportunity to segue into something we were talking about before.
Abso-friggin-lutely.
So, basically, I'm sorry if you get to this point and you're not a sports fan, but, you know, I'm a big sports fan.
It's fall time, baby. It's fall. It's prime sports time, baby.
Dude, I'm pretty avid about my fantasy football and basketball.
Yeah.
Let me see. I got this is week 7. I'm 3-3. I'm actually about to look at my phone and find out if I'm close to winning today, losing. I don't know. I'm playing Mark Boyd. If you don't know Mark Boyd, you should.
Well, how about we should probably feature some of their music on here.
Oh yeah, dude, you're
fun.
totally right.
Yeah, why not?
Wait, before we do that, I definitely. Before I do anything nice for his ass, I'm gonna check this score and see if he's beating me. I have a feeling he is because he's a savage. Dude, I'm kicking his ass. That's such a fucking wonderful thing to find out.
My fantasy league fell apart this year.
God.
My fantasy league fell apart this year.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Were you like into it?
I literally did not give a 2 flying fucks, but I ended up in the first 1, 2, or 3 the first 3 years, so everyone was pissed off about me.
Wow.
So this is if you want to look at this, guys, we also slang merch on this show.
We do?
Yeah, look at that. It's a freaking Jaguar with beads all over it.
It's nice.
I'll sell it to you, man. Give me a price. Just sell it to me. I'll sell it to you, dog.
I was gonna steal it actually.
I'll sell that shit to you, dog.
Okay.
I think I bought it in Mexico. Yeah, listen, we got merch, dog. We got merch, boy. Look at that. That's it. Just listen. There's no price. How about have this?
That's literally all we have to sell.
$100. $100.
$100 for that, dude?
Well, listen, we're open to negotiation.
You
though.
know that you got that at some flea market for 50 cents. Don't.
Matt, we're on the show. We're trying to make money on the goddamn show, boy.
Oh my God, you're trying to play these people, bro. You got to monetize the channel. You're the one who always talks about with big words about this shit.
Yeah, that's a word I read
Don't
somewhere.
sell a leopard. Have a contest and give it away.
Oh shit. Okay, listen. You donate. Listen, we'll put a charity up there. If you donate $10, I'll send that to you, man.
He'll send it to you.
How about this? We'll do this to we'll send it to we'll figure something out. Maybe how about something to do with opioid recovery. We'll send like
Yeah.
$10, okay?
Wait, what about opioid recovery though?
So whoever buys this, we'll send that money. We'll send that money.
I got a
thing.
better idea.
What?
Why don't we get somebody to call up, talk about their opiate recovery and how good
Okay.
they're doing right now, and then
Awesome.
we give them that motherfucker.
Hell yeah, I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, also you could put it on the table like that, or you put it on the wall like that, so you feel like a lion.
Dude, that's hard body. I like that.
You feel like a lion right
Dude,
there.
that is like, you boy or girl could put that. That's a unisex badass leopard. What is that?
It's like a jaguar.
Oh, Jesus, Jaguar.
All right, we're
believe
done.
it-
We're not doing no
I
jaguars.
can't believe this guy's saying Jaguar. It's a Jaguar, you weirdo.
So
It's cool, though.
so what kind of sports stuff were you thinking about?
Well, I mean, at this time of year, we got NFL, NBA, and NHL going on. What I'm not going to talk about is the fucking NHL. Snooze. So let's go to football and basketball. Quick.
Okay.
Yeah, Wayne Gretzky retired way too long ago for me to bother talking about hockey. You know what I'm saying? Jesus.
And if it's not the Blue Devils from New Jersey, it's who cares?
That would be Duke and Westfield High School.
Yep, exactly.
We went to Westfield High School. Class
Do you have anything specifically you wanted to say about sports?
Oh
or-
my God, yeah, absolutely. I got a lot to say.
There you go.
I'm going to start off with actually a tough topic because the name Aaron Hernandez popped up today.
Tough guy. He killed himself, right?
He did. He killed himself in jail.
CT, baby.
Dude, that's exactly what I was about to bring up.
Yeah.
Today, my dad's birthday's tomorrow. My dad's going to be 68 tomorrow. My brother and I brought him to the Jets versus the Vikings game today.
Oh, you brought him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was really nice. I thought he brought you guys.
Nope.
Because y'all some broke ass boys.
Yeah, no, we brought his ass. No, we're not broke. We're good.
I'm just kidding. I'm
broke,
joking.
bro. I'm broke. You know me. I'm broke. Let's be serious.
Nah, broke's a state of mind though.
I could not agree more. When you say like weird trippy shit that doesn't actually mean anything, I usually don't agree, but I do on this one. I still don't think it means anything, but I like.
So what? So how'd the game go?
I mean, SOJ, bro. Same old Jets. They, you know.
I didn't even know that was an acronym.
Yeah, SOJ. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It was a great game. It was fun. It was really cold though. I get cold toes.
Yeah, I get cold toes too.
God,
When I get older, as soon as I got older, I just get cold, baby.
When did you start getting cold toes?
Probably around 27.
Okay, if you divide 27 by 3 and then divide it again by 3, that's how old I was. That's 3 in case you don't know.
I used to never get cold, and then one day, all of a sudden, just got cold.
Wow.
Yeah.
You went. How many years of your life were you never cold?
Till I was about 26, 25. I just never got cold.
You're a wildling.
Yeah, I'm a wildling. It actually, something that I'm not actually prepared to talk about yet. We can talk about off camera why I get cold now.
Oh, wow.
Medical condition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, I've been learning about some fucked up medical conditions from my friends lately, and we're not even like old. One of my friends is going blind, bro.
Yeah. After you become 26, medical conditions kick in.
Dude, he's actually going blind. He has just like a rare disease, and he just keeps getting blinder and blinder. It's so fucked up. Like he's like can barely read my text messages and shit. Dude, it's going. And he went to a fucking let's call it a mountain time zone state to get some experimental.
Well, because of the atmosphere.
No, that's just where the study was. So it was like some experimental treatment, and so, yo, bro, how'd it go? Just getting blinder. I was like, fuck, dude, that's crazy.
But if you can see in your mind.
Yeah, I mean.
No, it's not the same.
Do you know that there is actually a psychological? My brother was telling me about this because he's in grad school for doctor in psychology too.
Yeah,
he knows everything. Fucking little Freud motherfucker. Love you, dog. Anyway, no, he was telling me that there's a condition where people cannot visualize things in their mind's eye.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've heard of that,
dude? I'm obsessed with so for sales stuff and like psychological stuff. I was an anthropology major. I was a evolutionary anthropology major with like an emphasis on psychology.
Singing Neanderthals.
Of course.
I will never ever forget who gave me that fucking book. I gave that to my teacher for ethnomusicology at Rutgers.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And he made it part of the curriculum. That's you. I will never forget it.
That motherfucker didn't even know about it? Get me out of here.
He didn't even know about it. Dude, I
Goddamn.
think it was pretty new, dude.
But it's all about, it's all about language. And like the thing about your brain is that there's so many different parts of your brain that like could either A, been forgotten, A, B, never discovered. And with the inputs that are coming into your brain, like who knows what's going to happen next. Like Carl Jung, I love media because, now we're in this like new, we had the Gutenberg press, right? So originally everything was first person. We all lived in the moment. And then
I'm sorry, I gotta ask you, what do you mean? We lived in the moment, Gutenberg press. I don't know what that means.
So we all lived in the moment, singing Neanderthal. It was about hunting, cooking, talking, singing.
Don't forget symmetry. You always got to talk about symmetry. You remember that shit? That shit blew my fucking mind.
Yeah, symmetry is beauty.
Dude, guys, just real quick, guys. Cavemen used to pick up chicks by making tools that were symmetrical. That is the beginning of guys being able to get hot chicks without looking good themselves.
There you go. So it was always first person. So it's like right here, right now, singing, talking, looking good, all that good stuff.
Are you talking about me right now?
No, yeah. Okay. All right.
I love you, bro.
So it's all about that stuff. And then it moves into symbolism, then written language. So symbolism. There you go. Don't black your nose out.
Oh God, that was bad.
Symbolism. So religion, symbolism.
Mm-hmm.
Archetypes of meaning. So like,
but you can't just say crazy out there things. You got to explain what archetypes of meaning mean. I know a lot of shit, but
for instance, religion, archetypes of meaning. It's a whole story that you tell people that gives them context about their meaning in the world. So like you jump from prehistory humans who they're just like, we just need to eat, fuck, smash, kill.
Wait, was that an invitation for me to start talking about the keto diet? I'm not doing it yet.
Not yet.
It's gonna get bad though. I go.
That's so 2017. That's old internet.
No, that's forever. Keep going. Don't make me.
But for instance, the whole resurgence of prehistorical behavior patterns, I actually think are more suited for people because Our biology is suited for a different culture than we have now. We've exponentially like shot up into the atmosphere of the Gutenberg press, which is written language, where everyone can communicate against mass distances. So like you can write a manuscript, print it out, and whatever, where everyone had to either come and listen to you, or you had to personally talk to them.
I need you to clarify what the Gutenberg press is.
The Gutenberg press is the fucking printed word, you fucking dummy.
Why is it called Gutenberg?
Because Gutenberg invented it.
He invented like the
press to actually make the book. It's how you print books.
Oh, so you're so basically you're just
written word.
Calling the written word Gutenberg press.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a really obscure reference, bro.
But the difference is you're right. You know what? I jumped from the written word to the Gutenberg press. Written word is you're right. You're 100% right. The written word is much. Sorry, the written word is much different.
Like with a pen?
Yeah, so you had scribes, but like once you jumped from the written word where people could write stuff and communicate,
sure.
And then once everyone could print it, it's a much different. And now, so Angel, let's just jump. We can talk. We have a whole episode about.
My
this.
hand cramps like a motherfucker when I write with my hand. So you can write. I don't know. Maybe
let's just jump to current day. Let's just jump to current day.
Yo, jump fucking as far as you can.
So now we're jumping to Instagram.
What's the date today?
It's October 22nd tomorrow.
Right, people should know that.
It's October 2nd tomorrow.
I knew 22nd. That's my 10th birthday. What am I talking about?
It's special lady, friend's birthday. But the difference now is that we have Instagram, which is it's a visual representation. You know why? So the difference is back in the day when
a visual representation of
communication of information.
Gotcha.
Because you could just shoot a picture and me and you could go. Actually, let's take one right now.
Mm-hmm.
We could take a picture and we can communicate 1,000 words in a picture. Back in the day.
No, you're right. Absolutely.
Back in the day,
you're gonna have to come around this side of the table.
Nah, fuck you, dude.
Okay.
Hey, boy. Hey, Dome.
Get it.
Yo, blow some fat vapes up in the air.
You want me to
boy?
blow it straight at you, dog?
Yo, blow some vapes. Oh, snap,
Yo,
boy.
Yo, seriously, I know for all you vape heads out there, that's not much cloud production.
Vape,
but look at this motherfucker. Looks like a jewel.
Fucking vapes, dog.
Smoke fit, dog.
So anyways, we're in the visual age.
Mm-hmm.
So like we used to print words. The problem with that is that everyone need to understand language. But now we print Instagram, so we print images.
Mm-hmm.
No one needs to know the language. Everyone can associate.
It helps like a motherfucker, though.
That's what I'm saying. So we're in this like super hyper information age where everyone communicates with pictures versus words. And the podcast thing is a little different because people can understand, but you still need to know the language. But everyone understands pictures.
Honestly, the only people I know who listen to podcasts are like smart people.
I mean, dumb people listen to them too.
No, I mean, like seriously, dumb people. I don't know, man. They just don't understand English. Anyway, keep on.
But anyways, the point is, you have. Oh, this is actually a good association, right? So the short-term format is just Instagram picture, hyper communication, one picture. You absorb it, you're done. The flip side is the 2-hour podcast where you get absorbed into it. So we're in this new generation right now where you can do pictures that communicate 1,000 words in a second, or you can communicate very complex ideas in a 3-hour podcast, and everyone can do it. So that's what's beautiful.
So, a picture tells 1,000 words, whatever. It's classic expression. It's, because, it's pretty self-explanatory. But, the one beef I have with what you said is just because people do write blurbs underneath it.
Yeah.
So it's not like pure picture. When I see one of those really smoking hot Insta chicks,
how many times did you read that shit?
From the smoking hot Insta chicks?
Anybody. I don't read.
Every single time.
I read. Okay.
Every time.
I read like 50%.
Every time. I don't like slam through. I don't look at Instagram very much. It doesn't interest me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine though. That's good.
I've heard, apparently, lying, not necessarily lying, but misportraying your, daily level of happiness in your life is just such a common theme on Instagram. People are, oh my God, look how happy I am. I'm living my dude. If I cannot tell you how much I hate the sentence, I'm living my best life. It drives me crazy. I feel like even if it's true, you're rubbing it to other people's faces, or it's not true and you're lying.
Or you're fucking into Buddhism and you have 1,000 lives. So if you say one's the best, you're a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, seriously. How are you gonna pick one out of 1,000?
Yeah.
This particular one's my best.
I could be a butterfly in the next life, man.
Dude, you'd make a great butterfly.
I would. I'd probably lose some weight though. I gotta lose some
Oh,
weight.
dude, there's not a fucking chance you could fly right now.
I'm more in like the cocoon stage. I actually think my life is in the cocoon stage. I'm plumping up to butterfly out.
Yeah.
Butterfly out in the cocoon stage.
I generally think of you more as like a cow on a factory farm, just eating tons of corn and antibiotics and just getting fatter and fatter.
So-
You're marbled, dude. You're a marbled piece of meat.
So instead of flying all over the world uncontrollably, where nothing has boundaries, I'm literally eating connected to the ground, going through one specific way like a cow through a specific pathway in the world. That's what you're saying.
Are you making is that an analogy to grass? Is that what's happening here?
It's sad all around. Is what it is.
So, for my fantasy football draft, me and my buddies went away to where the hell we go? Upstate New York. My buddy and I got lost.
So time you actually saw this one time. You guys have like an event where you do the fantasy thing.
Yeah,
it's a fun thing because you keep everybody together. It's a thing people look forward to.
We have a group chat all year long. We
That's fun.
Basically, we rented a house in upstate New York. Me and my buddy Joe, we were trying to find a liquor store, and we went down the wrong dirt road, and I find myself on either side of the car is a bunch of chilling cows in the grass.
Hell yeah, they like to chill, dude.
I don't know if they were dairy cows. I don't know if they were going to eventually be slaughtered. All I do know is that was the happy, proper life of a cow, and it made me really happy seeing that. I know people think I'm weird when I say that, but dude, seeing how cows are supposed to live was nice because what we do in this country with cows is fucking disgusting.
Yo, cows like to play fetch. They'll fetch it. They'll fetch a freaking ball if you throw it to them, man.
I've never seen it. Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's sad. Like I love meat and I love to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad about the whole situation
He's
that's going on.
Grass-fed cow. He's lived his whole life, and now it's time for him to be some snack.
Like I like to. I did hunting this year. I went and did turkey hunting, and that when there is something different when you eat something that you killed. It's nice. Or fishing is very nice.
I have no love for fish whatsoever. Like I don't care about them flopping around. They can just, for all I don't know, whatever I'm concerned, fish, you catch it, you cook it. That way it never doesn't taste fishy.
Exactly.
I feel like a turkey could, for some people, it could be potentially a little bit traumatizing.
It was a little gamey. But turkeys, they just wake up, they fuck, they fight.
Wow.
They have a very short lifespan. They're getting killed anyways, man. They're gonna die. Some other turkey's gonna kill them. So.
Turkeys fuck each other up like that?
Oh yeah, man. They get back and they raptor arm each other. They raptor.
I know about like cockfights.
So that's because that's a natural instinct for birds like that. They fuck each other up with the claws.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's savages.
Wow.
Yeah, but listen, I tried to do like vegan or vegetarian stuff. Diet's the hardest thing. Like I like to have a good time and eat. I try to it's very hard to work yourself out of a bad state. You have to eating yourself out of an unhealthy state is way easier. It seems more practical to me, to be honest.
When it comes to all this stuff, I have this fundamental belief. First of all, if you one of the quickest ways to lose weight is intermittent fasting. It's
the best. It's the best.
It's bizarre how well it works. Like
it makes sense though It makes sense for the evolutionary psychology of mankind growing up in evolution.
So, you don't eat for 16 hours, and then it's basically, dude, I've kind of like eaten whatever I want for 8 hours. Like, and then just, and I'll tell you this, don't do it like me, but I do it in the middle of the night. I'm starving in the middle of the night, and I eat in the middle of the night. It's ridiculous. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. Good. No, I lost 30 pounds like really, really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I look a lot better.
It's also about just kicking your body into metabolism.
But I will briefly go into what I believe to be the most fucking important thing, and that's the ketogenic diet, man.
Yeah.
Man, listen, you can't take one documentary as gospel, but if you watch The Magic Pill on Netflix,
okay,
and you learn a little bit about the ketogenic diet, and you look at these kids with autism who, they get on the ketogenic diet, and then all of a sudden, a few months later, they have this like incredibly different life, and they're much more verbal and. That's not science. Science means there's testing that's going on. A couple anecdotes is not science. However, watch it. Make your own decision. This thing is worth watching. One thing that's not debatable is a ketogenic diet will cure your diabetes. I mean, it just, dude, we're not supposed to eat carbs. We're just not.
We're just not. I'm also just thinking you need to eat stuff that was relatively close to the natural product of it coming out of the earth. That's just a fact.
I couldn't agree more. Honestly, dude, for 10,000 generations, this is the gist of what I learned fairly recently, is that 100,000 generations of people, they were just fucking killing shit and eating it.
That's it.
Maybe
That's it.
maybe snatching some plants.
Mushrooms.
Dude, mushrooms, that's a talk for another day.
Yeah, we'll just say I have a whole
Dude,
thesis
sure,
on it. Yeah.
I just listened to Paul Stamets.
He changed my life, dude.
I'm sure he did. He's.
I have his book. I read all his books.
I'm borrowing it.
It's
I heard one
Mycelium Running.
Dude, I heard one interview with him, and I was like, wow. I was blown
changed
away.
my life. He
Blown
changed my
away.
life.
I haven't had my life changed by him because
I saw him in person. I went to go see him speak in New York.
Hmm.
Yeah, I paid a lot of money to go.
Really?
It was great though.
Wow. I mean, dude, just for anyone listening, Paul Stamets actually cured himself of a lifelong stutter by getting totally fucking slammed on basically 10 times too much shrooms. He just accidentally.
Yeah, neuropathy. It's a re-establishing neural pathways in the brain, which also happens. This is another thing. NLP, neuro linguistic programming, which ties into the singing Neanderthal, meaning that if you repeat patterns in the brain, especially with the verbal language, it reroutes itself. It's like making a road. So like if you have a thought pattern of, especially of like being sober, being happy, being positive.
This is while you're on shrooms?
In general.
Okay.
In general.
I
But shrooms specifically have a chemical that helps you, that makes those pathways get malleable while you do them. So if you like think about something while you're doing it, it literally can change your brain. So,
dude, honestly, I'll tell you something. When I listened to that, and I heard him describing how he just basically, it was almost like a mantra, kept telling himself that he didn't have a stutter, and then he didn't have a stutter.
Yeah.
I started thinking, what the fuck do I want from life? Like, wait, what can happen to me if I have that mind state? I mean,
blew my mind.
Listen,
blew my mind.
I'll just give you an example of something that's been a problem for me my entire life. Like, I eat at night. I hate eating at night. I have no control over myself. It's like I'll be like,
drink water.
I can't sleep if I don't eat. If I'm able to pass out without eating, I'd say for maybe 1.5 seconds I fall asleep and then suddenly wake up, start sweating, and run to the kitchen and eat everything that I can fucking find.
But most specifically Triscuits.
Chances are, if you're one of the
shout out Triscuits.
If you're one of the early listeners to this podcast, chances are you know about me and Triscuits. I mean,
shout out Triscuits.
Dude.
Shout out future sponsor Triscuits sponsor.
Oh my god! If I did anything sponsored by Triscuits, I would. Oh my god! Make me a uniform. Make me a Triscuits suit. One that says Triscuits and another one that's made of Triscuits.
I actually have a really like super fancy ass suit, which is a small ass pin, but is a dope ass Triscuits pin.
Oh my god, a Triscuits pin. That's genius.
A little Triscuits pin. All right, so Paul Stamets, when you saw him.
No, I mean, I just listened to him. It just made me think, like, what if I repeated to myself over and over again that eating between this hour and this hour is unacceptable because it's so bad for me? Could I?
Okay, so everyone talks shit about what's his name, Tony Robbins, but one of his big things is
he's a wizard.
He's NLP.
You gave me his book. It was awful to read, but I got it.
You got it. You get the gist of it. It was one of his lessons later in the book is the fucking monotonous, relentless repetition of things in your brain, especially talking about it, because it manipulates your memory and your association with those feelings.
I'm sorry. Can you please repeat yourself? I don't understand what you were saying.
For instance, the whole thing of like, I'm not scared of clowns. I'm not scared of clowns.
Okay.
I'm not scared of clowns.
Gotcha.
I'm not scared of clowns. 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 I'm not scared of clowns.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not scared of clowns.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking not scared of clowns.
Mm.
There's fucking no way I'm scared of clowns.
Okay.
Fuck those clowns. I'm gonna fuck that clown up.
Whoa.
That clown's gonna die. I'm fucking shoot him in the head.
Whoa.
Fuck that clown.
Jesus.
So my point is the escalation over time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was good. That was right. The escalation of once you say it one time, it is fact.
Mm-hmm.
And that is also goes back to the fucking goddamn Bible, boy. When he said it and he put it into word, it was one. That's one of the...
Who's he?
Yahweh.
Oh, okay.
So like that was the thing is like once he put it into word, it was something. And there's an eternal truth to that. And there's actually a scientific thing in your mind, and that's why people go to fucking church and they like
Okay,
they're like repeat after me.
Just for the
No.
record, Mark is talking about the concept of God, not the actual God, because
Yes, of
Mark
course.
does not believe in God like that. So, the man with the long beard in the sky, we don't fuck with that.
I believe that everybody is a piece of God. We're like a disconnected chain of God.
I can dig it. That's cool.
Yeah, everyone's got a little piece of it. So everyone, when it gets together, you got something.
My brother says that everything is just math, and that's so boring to me.
I don't believe in
Is he
that.
right? Yeah, of course he's right. But fuck it. It's
No,
boring.
There's a mix between the science and the art.
He says there's no soul, just math. I'm like,
Stop it.
I'm like, bitch, you don't have a soul. You don't have a
Stop it. He has a soul, and the fact that he's so. Listen,
my brother worships you, so he's gonna be so upset that you disagree with him on this.
Okay, listen. Everybody has a soul. There's definitely ones and zeros everywhere. There's ones and zeros everywhere, but intention, so here's the point. Everything's ones and zeros. Then you become something that's bigger than ones and zeros. And then once you get bigger than that, then you have intention. Your intention can affect the ones and zeros with your mind. So like once you have this full spectrum, it's like a self-fulfilling loop.
And like psilocybin facilitates better movement of this is basically the gist of it.
Yes. But also my main point was that you can manipulate physical reality with your intentions. There's a lot of esoteric philosophy about that is actually true.
Okay.
I personally believe in it.
Okay, is this something that like you're capable of doing? I don't know if like how. I don't
For
know.
instance, curse words.
Okay.
There's a reason why they're called curse words.
Mm-hmm.
Some people believe that the vibration in which those words occupy in your body actually manipulate a negative association of energies by saying those words. Like they all sound like fuck, shit, ass. They sound bad. And when you say love, hope, swimming, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You get the point.
I think that
It's called the word of curse.
the
That's
word
why.
fuck, the word shit, these are like actually like super interesting words. I find that like okay, so I used to work in a psych hospital with kids. I drive Uber. I talk to a bunch of people.
Yeah.
When you say something, when you use the word fucking as an adjective, it seems like people just get the message. Oh, this guy's comfortable with me. I can say what I want.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that is fucking ridiculous. Once you say that, the person sees you in a whole new way. Tell me I'm wrong,
No, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong because
Yeah.
you're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, so I think as a kid, it's bad.
So as your consciousness, that's the thing is that like as a person, once someone knows that you're willing to go there, it opens up this whole new doorway because of the words you said that like possibly manipulate the physical environment to let your emotion and things slide over. Like the soul, he might say, or someone might say.
So when you say like manipulate the environment, I'm thinking David Blaine in my head. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, yeah. Okay.
I'm talking about if I walk into a room and I choose to be positive and say hello to everybody and give them love, I will get reciprocated that. I could also choose to walk in and be a total dickhead, and everyone's going to be like, wow, that guy's a fucking dickhead.
Okay, regarding what you just said, somebody was talking about karma yesterday. Okay. And what you just described to me is my version of karma. You be good to other people, they're probably going to be good to you. What about the other kind of karma where like you be good to people, so then some other random shit that has nothing to do with those people, something good happens to you?
I personally believe that the universe intention, which is consciousness, I think, is what we're so lucky to have.
Okay.
We actually are like navigating through a pool of like in the world, and so the physical reality around us that doesn't have attention or consciousness actually is sucked into these energies of negative or positive. So like think about the whole universe of thinking as a pool.
Okay.
If you're a good person, you're swimming around the pool, the waves kind of like come to you, right? And they come to you in a beneficial way. If you're being like positive. If you're being a negative person and you're like erratically going around and being a douchebag, you're addicted to drugs, you're just being terrible, you're not taking care of stuff, shit gets ricocheted off the good people and other bad people, and it like is more susceptible to you. So like when you're running around in like the pool of consciousness, when you're good things happen to you. That's like people have been talking about this in religion and music and forever.
My personal thing is, I think when you are generally a person who gives out positivity, it's like people can sort of feel it on you, and like people don't mess with you as much because they're just like, hey, it's like you're a friendly dude, and I kind of just feel like the idea that good shit happens to you as like a metaphysical reward for being a good person. That shit doesn't. I don't like buy that as much.
You don't think so?
I'm not into that kind of version of karma.
But I actually think that it's like actual science. I feel like it's eventually one day we're gonna realize that like your thoughts probably have some sort of magnetic or wave function that's going on that's like maybe transmitted through dark matter or something.
Fundamentally, I'm an agnostic. I'm not a fan of the word atheism. Like, I just
atheism. I don't like atheism.
Dude, agnostic's also known as it is what it is. Like, dude, if you're right, you're right.
Yeah.
Why the fuck should I think otherwise? I have my own guess.
Yeah.
Like, look, people have different ideas of what maybe death is. You know what I mean? And you got your people who are they're sure they're going to heaven or they're going to hell. Blah, blah, blah.
What are they?
So like a lot of people think it's just nothing. I had a major back surgery, as you know. Mm-hmm. They put me out, and then they wake me up 8 hours later after having surgery. Except they didn't wake me up 8 hours later. They woke me up the next second. There was no surgery.
Exactly.
So after that experience, my guess became, I think that nothing. That's what death is. It just keeps going. Mm-hmm. You just never wake up, and I'm cool with that. A lot of people are just not cool with that.
The way your voice went made it nuts.
You think I'm not cool with it?
No, I mean I'm sure you're cool with it.
I mean, I think the tone of my voice right there might be because you spilling water on that purple shirt of yours just now.
This is disgusting.
He really spilled a lot of water on his shirt just now.
That is not camera friendly.
Nah. Who cares about that shit anyway? Though.
Yeah.
This is talk.
Yeah. No, I agree though. I agree, and I feel like when you die, you're like, if something died, then you did it. You're either have no idea that you died, or you have like this real like split second, and they're like, "This is what happened when you died," and you're like, "God damn!" Or you're like, "Oh, sweet, that's cool," and that's it. And they're like, "All right." You see The Good Place? It's a new show that's on ABC, which is like mainstream.
Nah.
And it's actually pretty like existential and deep.
I'm sorry. Say that word again.
Existential. How do you say it?
Existential.
I'm
not.
Okay.
Last time I'm going to say it. Existential. Keep it moving.
What Matt said.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all about the good place. It's about this little space in between. Purgatory. What religions say is purgatory.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So,
as a Jew, it's kind of cool. We don't have hell.
Yeah, not having hell is awesome.
Yeah, there's no hell.
I'm Catholic, man. We have lots of hell.
There's so much hell.
So much hell in Catholicism.
Yo, you know what's funny? I just had a fucked up little like association in my head. If you think about like heaven, you always think like light blue, like white, and then you think about hell.
What's the Jew hell?
And then
the Jew heaven it's just gray.
It's just chill.
It's like dirt.
And then hell, you think of it as like this is nasty ass red, maybe a little like like a little orange lava,
a little vomity,
a lot of black, black, red lava, bad. Then you got your white, your fluffy clouds. You got your light blue, baby blue. It kind of reminds me of like the difference between Republicans and Democrats. I'm done with politics. I hate Republicans. Keep it moving.
Okay, well, listen, man.
You just alienated so much audience.
If you just listen, man. If you play their game, you're gonna get played, boy. It's just people being people, baby.
Dude.
It's just people being people in the world. We're like bees and birds. And
you should have been a bass player for a cool band in the 70s because that's what you sound like.
Yeah, man.
Bootsy Collins, Amadeus Shot.
I met a kid today. I actually showed an apartment today. The kid's name was Wolfgang.
That's amazing.
And I was like, dude, man, my name's Amadeus.
I bet he didn't even fucking believe you.
I told them, and they were like, really? I'm like, yo, should buy this house, dog.
Did you show him your license? I wouldn't have believed you.
No, I don't think my middle name's on my license.
Dude, really? Maybe. Dude, if I were you, my middle name would be everywhere. Everywhere. Mark's brother's middle name.
Sometimes there's too many syllables.
It's so boring.
Miles?
It's so boring.
I like it.
I like it too, but they named you Amadeus.
Yeah,
They set you up for greatness, bro. Look at you.
You know what? You ever read the Freakonomics about your name?
Oh, dude, I don't know about Freakonomics. I've just heard it. Like, I don't.
Well, there's a whole thing about like your actual much connected to much connected to how words could possibly manipulate reality.
Mm-hmm.
They did a statistical study. I can't believe there's water all over my thing. That looks terrible.
Is anyone gonna watch this?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, it'd be funny if they ended up like 500,000 views. Of this shit. That's fucking. It'd be so cool, but it's really weird. I love that it's you who spilled. Keep it going.
So like people with certain names, they actually statistically know that people with certain names earn less money.
Wow. Like wait, like what?
So like Jessica's
Uh-huh.
earn less money.
Oh my god.
Then like I don't know if it was definitely not Rachel's, but like
Hell no. My sister was an optometrist.
Yeah, Andrews and freaking Johns and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They statistically are in socioeconomic classes, obviously, but also certain things like.
Wait, no. But what is it? I mean, Andrew is the first name of the Miles we were just talking about, also known as Mark's brother.
But also, this is the point. Is it manipulation of reality, or is it just names of socioeconomic classes that came up through history? So like fucking Mercedes or Ferrari. Some people name their kids Mercedes. Like, where did that name come from?
We had a Mercedes in our high school, Mercedes Christmas. One of my favorite names of anybody I've ever known.
Actually, that's like a fucking rapper name.
Yeah, it's not only is it a rapper name, it's also the best thing that could ever happen out of the 365 days a year. Like, I'm Jewish, so I don't really know much about Christmas. I'm just saying.
It's awesome.
I'm saying, imagine you wake up.
Any age, it's awesome. Every age, it's awesome.
Bro, you wake up, it's snowing, you go outside, you see a fucking brand new, like, I don't know, what's a kind of Mercedes people like? I don't really know them.
A white one?
You see a hot brand new Mercedes, you go, oh my God, it's a fucking Mercedes Christmas. That's the best. That's the best day of the year.
Didn't even think about it.
And we went to high school with her.
Yeah.
You know, Mercedes Christmas. If somehow, it's not going to happen. But if you come across this, or if anybody knows, I just want you to know this. One of my favorite names of all time. I don't even know if you remember me, Matty Marks. Maybe you do. I don't know. People knew me in high school, I guess.
Sound like a guitar.
Yeah, I know. Yo, you remember my hair in high school?
Mercedes Christmas.
You remember my long ass hair?
Dude, just forget about the hair transplant, dude.
Forget about it. It's going down November 14th, bro.
Why? You got it. You're set. You're done.
You know what, dude?
What do you want? What are you gonna grow it out? Get a ponytail?
Dude, you know what you should see?
You get a fucking ponytail?
Mark's peaking the levels that he's talking at so hard on the audio right now. He is so passionate. You know what it is? He started losing his hair, and he's like kind of like, oh my God, Matt's gonna get his hair back. I'm gonna lose my hair. The world's gonna be turned upside down, as Will Smith said.
So what's the end goal? You're gonna get like a ponytail? What kind of ponytail are you gonna get?
Dude, honestly, I just want a buzz cut. I just want like a number 2 all the way around.
So you're gonna get a hair transplant to get a buzz cut.
Basically, my minimum.
What's fucking wrong with you?
Okay, so my minimum goal basically is just, instead of having this shiny dome that I have to shave every day, just have hair growing there. That's my minimum goal.
When was the last time you grew your hair out? It's funny that you're a barber and you have no hair.
So the longest I grown my hair out in many, many years was for the doctor to be able to see what she was going to be working with. I had to grow my hair for a week. It was agony. It was awful.
Well, you get it's just agitated?
No, like I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. It was breaking my fucking heart.
Did you take a picture?
No.
God damn it.
Nah,
man.
dude, no.
I'll give you $10 if you don't shave it for a week and send me a picture for the podcast for next week. We should do that. That'd be so funny.
So listen,
let's play a game.
All right, so this is what I'll do. I am planning on growing it out just a little bit, before I get the operation. So I'll take a picture of that. But man, dude, it killed me. I can't look at I was in the doctor's office when she wasn't.
What, are you gonna scalp you?
When she was not. No, I'm gonna tell you about it. It's cool.
Okay.
When she was not, actually examining my head, I kept impulsively putting my hat back on. Because I just like, this cannot be out in public. It makes me feel bad. The thing here makes me feel bad. Fucking sue me. You know what I mean? I don't like it.
It's fine. You're entitled to feel how you feel.
So, I basically the way this works is, all right. So now, like you said, being a barber, I've seen some fucked up shit, and the fucked up shit I've seen is the horseshoe scar. If anyone's ever seen the horseshoe scar,
it's the transplant, right?
They take this big ass horseshoe-shaped thing off the back of your head. They use that as the donor site. They take those hairs. Actually, not the hairs. They take those follicles, and then they put them up on top of your head. This technique was done a lot in the 90s and the early 2000s. Shit, dude, a lot of it doesn't take.
Of course.
It's brutal. And what happens, instead of just being yourself, whatever, fucking dealing with it, you got a horseshoe shaped scar on the back of your head. It looks so bad. You know, so I would never, ever, ever in a million years do that operation. I look fine with a fucking shaved head. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, but they have a new technique. It's called follicular unit extraction. It's actually like 10 years old. And they take one hair at a time, like off the back of your head. They skip over some hairs, pop another one, you know. You got so many hairs on the side and back of your head. Like, nobody even notices that anything's missing back there.
No, of course, dude.
3,000 fucking times they do this.
That must hurt though. You put you under?
Dude, they tell me no, it's Novocaine on your head. They tell I hear it hurt. I hear it kind of hurts. Look, if it hurts, then I know they're actually doing a surgical procedure. So I'm happy.
Yeah. You're like, okay, I paid for this.
Because
the pain is what hurts.
The price of this is embarrassing. I'm not even gonna tell any listener how much it is.
No, it's okay.
So anyway,
keep it to yourself.
They made a machine about like 3 years ago, I think. It's called the NeoGraft.
Okay.
And it helps them do follicular unit extraction, the FUE. It helps them do it really fast. So I basically have to go in at 8 a.m. and I'm going to be there all motherfucking day. And then I have 2,600 to 3,000 follicles put up on top of my head. And I don't know how long it takes to like really fully get going. But,
yeah.
I mean, dude, I'm a hair. Like actually going to have a legit head of hair. It's great.
So you're going to do a buzz cut. That's the deal. You're not. If you're gonna go, why don't you just go super long?
So here's the deal: if it comes in like thick and looking good,
are you gonna have a fro? That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. Dude, if it took in it, just like fro down.
I had some froey Jewish hair. Remember that shit?
I do actually. Yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah.
Dude,
oh yeah.
You know, I'm gonna pull up a picture so that people can see this shit. It's mad funny.
Sure.
So anyway, dude, if it comes in really nice. I'm a barber, bro. I've never felt a skin fade. I'm getting a fucking skin fade. I want to know what this shit feels like. I think it's probably very helpful as a barber to know what it feels like to get a haircut, and I just don't.
Yeah. I thought it's a funny association there. It's all full circle.
Believe me, I hear it a lot. That being a bald, it's a pretty fun choice being a bald barber.
Yeah, bald barber. It works though. It works.
It's fun to cut hair, dude. I'll tell you, it's a fun job.
So yeah, is there? What do you think about it? Anything else you want to talk about?
I mean,
or should we wrap it up?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I've got a lot going on. Like I said earlier on. Between that whole shit, almost fucking on my brother's wedding, going to rehab, getting fat, losing mad weight.
It's a big year. It's a big year for you.
Dude, buying a car, meeting my girl.
And now you're starting a podcast.
No, sir, but I've been talking about this shit for years. You know what's funny is that like today is the first time it's ever felt like, this is actually the right time. Today is the right time to start this.
High five.
Fuck yeah.
Ow, my back.
Dude, me and Mark have been friends for a long fucking time.
Hey, Don.
I'm very pleased to be doing this with you, man.
Hey, Don. Hey, Dons. Hey, Dons.
How you doing? How you doing? Hello. Dude, we just touch tips.
Touch the tips.
Fuck it, man. That's what we do.
Yeah, touch the tips. I'm trying to think of anything else going on right now. I'm just thinking, listen, if you're out there in the world trying to make yourself better, tune in, listen to us, subscribe. We'll figure out a name sometime. We'll put it on the side. But
dude, we should figure it out right now.
Okay.
We could do this. So we're gonna figure it out later.
Okay. So thank you. That was a good time. I think I really have to pee, so we probably should end it.
Yeah, dude. I haven't peed in a long time. You know what? I don't have a little bladder.
Yeah.
Fucking.
They call me a bladderosaurus.
What's it called when old guys have to piss all the time? They got that problem.
Giardia.
Nah. Prostate. You got a fucked up prostate, dog.
Fucked up prostate. Okay, cool. So it's good. We're done. We're good. I think we're good.
We're done for today.
Play some music.
Yo.
Why not?
I mean, I unplugged that, John.
So put it back on, Doug.
All right. Check it out. Now, this is what I want you to do, people. All you listeners.
Yeah, while we figure it out, we can still talk a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. The whole point of this little beat I'm playing here, like, is basically it's like bank robbers from the 1930s, and you really are just supposed to picture
the 1930s bank robbers.
Yeah,
for you.
Like me and this shit's called Above a Christmas, not a Mercedes Christmas.
Not a Mercedes Christmas. This is not it's above a Christmas. It's not quite a Mercedes Christmas.
Yeah, you like this thing, right? It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice, man. Yo, who even heard of Jules? I don't even know what a Jewel is.
Dude, I've practically forgotten about the Jewel at this point. This thing's built bigger, but it's just so
it means it packs more power, man.
Jewel has a lot of nicotine in it.
Yeah, man.
Guys,
Listen, if you want to support the podcast, buy this thing. I don't know, fucking $100. Why not? It's $100. Give me $100, dude. There we go. We'll donate it to charity.
What charity?
Freaking.
I'm really big on Smile Train.
Smile Train.
If you don't know Smile Train, donate to Smile Train. That's my shit.
Listen, it's some freaking bejeweled. It's a bejeweled Jaguar. It's a bejeweled Jaguar. Mm-hmm. We'll buy it for $100. We'll give it to that charity.
All right, yeah.
All right, that's good. I'll see you later. Bye bye.
That was hella fun. Oh God, I said hella. Peace.
Okay.
Yo, that was dope, dude.
Yeah, it was fun.